go.
Fluid. Hit him again about with that one liner. Hit him again with that one liner.
Generational
Hit him
talent.
and who is that? Who is that?
That's
Who's
G
the
baby.
Who's the generational talent?
G baby.
Mahomes.
Oh,
Oh
bro.
man, that's fire.
Welcome to another episode, fellas. We got
But,
OJ in the building.
I'm already cutting you off to tell you, my kids love that clip. They do that all the time now. They walk around on generational.
Bro, he did it so zesty, bro. I love that clip too. I watch it once a day. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like,
If you're feeling down, give that clip. Give that clip.
bro. I just watch it. I'm like, what possesses man to be doing this, bro?
That was fantastic.
Oh, bro, that's awesome. Like, I love G baby, man. You gotta love him. We got OJ Knows Sports in the building. Was good with you?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me on. By the way, are you Cowboy or is that someone else?
No.
That's my bad, bro.
Yeah, all white guys look alike.
No, it's not even that because my stream last week was a little bit blurry. So.
Okay, yeah. This is a sports talk. I'm not sports talk. You there? Or are you busy with something?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
Gotcha.
Who's
Go ahead.
Who's your team again?
I'm a Chiefs fan and a Michigan
that's
fan.
right. I remember you from like not last time, but on Ben's podcast. Never mind, my fault. Yeah.
He's the dude that put the MMA video about Khabib and GSP. Did you see that, OJ?
No, I gotta check it out. I'm gonna check that out.
I loved it. Go check it out, bro. You went viral.
And
He told me I told him, I was like, you look familiar. He was like, you seen the UFC video? I'm like, that's you, bro.
And I mess with UFC heavy too. I mean, I don't do content on it like that, but yeah, because Cowboy actually got pissed at me, bro. He actually he DM'd me because of a video. I cropped something he said with the Dak crap, and obviously I waited till they lost. I'm like, get out of here with that top four, man. He said I twisted his words.
Fire. And then we got, your usual suspects, Ben Fluent, J-Rob. Say what's up.
What up, y'all? What's good with y'all? What up?
Cowboy, if you out there.
What's up? Sports_fluid. Give it a follow.
J-Rob?
923. Oh, yes.
Dang, J-Rob ran from that action. That's crazy. I think he's running from that private check you sent him. I'm not gonna hold you. But hey, yeah, tell me, who is Patrick Mahomes again? Who's Patrick Mahomes again?
Generational talent.
You already know what we're going to say.
Man, I wish my Bears had drafted him.
Oh man,
I'm a Chiefs fan, and I heard you talk about top 5 all time. I'm a Chiefs fan. I've watched every game he's played in. He's not top 5. He's not top 5 yet. He's not.
That's one of the nastiest takes that Dub has. Honestly, he doesn't have a lot.
And I have him at 7.
I don't know that Dub is wrong.
I agree with Dub.
5 over him.
I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't. You can say like statisticals and careers and all that, but if you gave me 5 quarterbacks, I'm telling you, I'm not picking 5 guys in the history of this game over Patrick Mahomes. Just not.
J-Rob, because you can't find 5 guys more talented. Like that's the problem. The lion's share of how you guys quantify top 10 is just so overly based on talent. I personally fundamentally disagree with that.
No, I don't I disagree because I look at winning a lot. I actually get fucking attacked for being so into winning when it comes to quarterbacks. So actually, I do not look at my stuff like that. But when it comes to Mahomes, to me, he's the alien.
I'm gonna.
He's the anomaly.
Listen, I don't know who's gonna put on their.
I made this video just because of you, because I remember the bet. I remember the bet we made, and Fluent 2 or 3 months ago. Yeah. I said, yo, Fluent, when you gonna come over to say Patrick Mahomes is top 5? And he told me word for word, if he makes it to the AFC Championship again and plays well in the divisional round,
yeah, he did.
He played well after damn near breaking his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
We can have that. We can have that discussion.
He said he's top 5.
Yeah, I said we can have that discussion.
Yeah, we can have a discussion.
I always say we can have that discussion.
Let me double check it.
I'm pretty sure I said that, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Are we talking strictly talent or greatness?
That's what I was trying to say.
Are we talking greatest or most talented? Are we talking which conversation we have?
Hey, when you're making your top 5 list, whatever you put into your criteria, because here's the thing. As I did my top 5 list, and I've looked back over the weeks and months and over a year now that we've been doing this show, right? I think it's right. We're just over a year now, Ben.
Yeah.
I think you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started to realize the things that I look at and the things that I believe in when I looked at my top 5 lists in certain positions, I took away some of the things that I believe in, and I think I made some decisions based on emotion, based on my nostalgia for certain players. So there's guys.
The old heads are coming around.
The moment he said nostalgia, I knew he was done.
My bad.
For example, I hold Warren Moon in such high regard because of all the things I know. I watched him go through. Not being allowed to play quarterback in the NFL, being forced to go to the CFL, where he did have success and win Grey Cups and all that stuff. But if I'm going to be true and say, but hey, winning matters, stats in the NFL matter, et cetera, then I got to be true to that. So I had to reevaluate my top 5. So there might be some room for Patty with the good hair. You never know. I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying
Patty with the good
Where do you rank Patrick Mahomes right now? Is he a top 5 quarterback?
I am hard pressed to pick 5 guys over him based on the fact that after the obvious, right? After Tom Brady, after Peyton Manning, after Joe Montana, there's not many guys that have much over him other than longevity.
Rodgers is there. Rodgers is above him. Come on, bro.
How is Rodgers above him?
He's not, bro.
Is Rodgers more skilled than him? No. Is Rodgers more talented than him? No. Other than longevity, does Rodgers have more big wins than he does?
No.
There's nothing in those criteria that Rodgers has other than longevity. That's it.
MVPs.
He's got
let's be real. How do we measure
one more in how many years?
What's bigger?
Hold on. Wait. And after this year, when Patrick Mahomes wins this year's MVP, what is he going to have? What is Rodgers going to have other than longevity? And a bunch of really bad playoff performances where he was the reason they lost games.
So longevity means nothing.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying other than longevity. So if I'm giving Patrick Mahomes 4 out of the 5 ticks, and I'm only giving Rodgers the longevity check mark, how can I pick Rodgers over him?
Longevity plays a major role, though, right?
Longevity.
At the QB position, yes.
We got to watch this stuff.
Patrick Mahomes is not even halfway through his career yet. He's not.
And
even
if I achieve more than you in less years, longevity be damned.
100% did not achieve more. If you want to talk about percentage-wise, like where he's at right now, where Aaron Rodgers is, sure, he achieved more, but in pure total volume, absolutely not.
Really? So other than the totals, has Mahomes thrown for more yards than Aaron Rodgers ever has in a season?
He probably has.
Has he thrown for more touchdowns than he has? Yes. Has he gone to more Super Bowls? Yes. Has he won the same amount of Super Bowls?
But here's the thing, though.
So what has he not done that Rodgers has done?
Here's my question.
Has more conference championship wins.
Rodgers has what? Two MVPs?
That's true.
Rodgers has 2?
That's 4.
Is that correct? He has
4.
He has
4. And Mahomes has
1.
Gonna get
1, about to be 2.
Gonna have 2.
Gonna have 2?
Let me ask you guys a question. I just have one question. If Mahomes stops playing right now, never plays another down. Rodgers stops playing right now, never plays another down. Like where they're at, that's it. Who's closer to being a Hall of Famer, Mahomes or Rodgers?
Mahomes is going to be Mahomes.
There's no way Mahomes
retired tomorrow from football.
They're both in the Hall of Fame.
They both Hall of Famers.
They're both 100%.
If Mahomes could not play football anymore,
Mahomes right now, he will still be a Hall of Famer. Right now, he's a Hall of Famer. Right now, today.
Yeah, he is. Right now, he's a Hall of Famer.
I don't think so.
Based on the crappy criteria that puts people into the Hall of Fame right now, he's absolutely Hall of Fame.
Well, so can I put something in perspective too, just to piggyback off you, Fluent, real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, J-Rob.
So Aaron Rodgers in his career is 11-10 in his in the playoffs. He's been in the NFL for how many years now?
100.
Well over, going damn near, was 15, 16,
something like
Mahomes has been in the league, obviously, half that.
4 years?
4 years. He's been a starter for about 4 years. 6 years in the league, been a starter for about
6 years,
5.
5. Played for 5?
5.
Yep.
He's 9-3 in the playoffs. So by the time his career ends, and we're going to look at that record, because how many more years does Aaron Rodgers have left? Not too much longer. I don't think anybody thinks Mahomes is slowing down. By the time Mahomes is done, he's going to eclipse Rodgers in every single statistical category, just off the trajectory. But we're projecting at right now. I think a lot of people are taking Patrick Mahomes over Aaron Rodgers, bro. You know he's good for one thing, and that's a lot of yards, an MVP, and then a bogus loss in the playoffs that you never saw coming. But you did because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I just when I look at it, and I get it. Look, he might be in a better situation. That I get that he might have a better system. It's a more pass-heavy league. There's all the reasons, but the only thing other than total stats is just what else does he have? Like I said, longevity. I don't want to give longevity awards. I learned that when I had this discussion about playoff scoring with Tony Parker. I know this is a football show, but Tony Parker, dude, has more playoff points than Dirk Nowitzki, Dwayne Wade, Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, and Steph Curry. Just because he has more doesn't mean he's better. So that's what I'm saying. When I look at Rodgers, other than the longevity, I don't think he has anything over Patrick Mahomes.
Can I say something real
quick? And I think Patrick Mahomes is going to play for another 10 years.
And greatness for the best players is measured in the postseason.
Can I say something real quick?
This is a fact.
So this was the point I was trying to say last season, right? When think of like rating like the top players of all time like a checklist. So you need winning. My bad. You need winning. You need talent. You need accolades. You need some records as well. You need impact as well. Patrick Mahomes has a check mark on the talent portion.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes has a check mark on the accolades portion because not a lot of quarterbacks is a multiple time Super Bowl winning QB. On the winning portion, his team has always been in the AFC chip ever since he's been a starter. He has 9 playoff wins, which is 2 less away from Aaron Rodgers, who's been playing damn near double the time he's been playing.
More than that.
So the winning is there. So when I look down and go down the checklist, he's broken records as well. The only thing he's missing on the checklist is longevity. So if that's the only,
all he needs, that's really all he needs.
If that's the only thing I'm waiting for, when he in 5 years he's been starting or 4?
He started
5 years.
5 years.
The Chiefs fan said 5, so this is his 5th year starting.
This is his 5th year starting.
We go with the Chiefs fan. He knows.
So in his 5th year starting, he has damn near achieved just as much as damn near all of the other quarterbacks besides like Tom Brady and Joe Montana.
Yeah.
How isn't he top
Peyton Manning? I put those three.
Peyton Manning. How
many MVPs Manning has? He has a lot, right?
5.
5, yeah, he's got a lot.
He got 5.
He got 5 of things, though. But he got 2 Super Bowls, though, with 2 different teams.
No. No, that second Super Bowl he got carried. Don't do that.
Don't matter. He got 2 of them.
No, he got carried. He got carried. No, don't.
That's true, though. That's true, though.
Because if you're doing that, then he got carried into the first one. He got gifted by the Bears.
He still had to run an offense. He got 2 of them things.
The first one he got gifted by the Bears. But what I'm saying is, anybody else that you have in your top 5 other than those 3, it doesn't matter who it is. Rodgers, Favre, Breeze, Marino, Moon, like whoever you have, whoever those other 2 players are, he has already a really good argument to, like, now you might not agree with it, might not be your opinion. I think he has a good argument for all of them. Like, is there one that I would say there's no chance, no way, no how that he can have a discussion with? Other than those 3, I don't think that's
Brady.
I don't think it's a debate. Yeah, Brady, Manning, Montana, there's no discussion. The other ones, I think there's at least a discussion.
And let's be real.
What about John Elway?
Oh, he's better than Elway. Better than Elway. Love Elway. Got them, but he's better than Elway, bro.
He got 2 rings, 5 Super Bowls.
Elway.
You're gonna have that discussion for sure.
I think I like Elway, but Mahomes to me is better.
I don't know. Can you?
I'm saying he's better.
5? Can you have someone top 5 who has a losing record in championship games?
Absolutely, you can.
Yes, you can.
Absolutely,
Yes, you can. I see what you're going there.
I know he's going to this.
I see what you did there. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you sure can. So wait, let me ask you this though. You know what's the crazy thing about Mahomes too that you got to think about? If you took, like, let's just say for example, you took Mahomes' all his accolades, right? The totality of yards, the Super Bowl appearances, the playoff numbers, the MVP, but you didn't put the years behind it. So you don't know how long this person been playing. You just put the general numbers and put no name, and then you put somebody like, let's say you took Terry Bradshaw's cumulative career, the whole totality, the whole thing. You're looking at probably. You're going to blindly look and say, this guy's a Hall of Famer, and then you're going to realize he's only been in the league for 6 years. Like, if you already think somebody has a Hall of Fame level career in 6 years, what's the other 6 years going to look like, right? It's going to look like 2 Hall of Fame seasons in their 6 year, there's
you're
a gap
making some
between them.
assumptions there, J-Rob. And it's not a terrible assumption, but we have to acknowledge it is an assumption nonetheless.
Are we going to think he's going to fall off the map?
The assumption is that he's going to continue this high quality of play, which we have no reason to believe he shouldn't. So it's not a bad assumption because I agree with it, but I'm not gonna lie, man. You guys are making some excellent points, bro. It's hard to refute some of the points you guys are making, but for me, where I'm at right now, and I guess if I just look at the totality of everything, I still have sort of Rodgers over there, but 100% he's gonna get there, assuming everything else. But I look at it from more. You guys are giving Mahomes a little bit of the benefit of the doubt in the future, whereas I'm not. I'm looking at it as today. If everything were to stop, these are the numbers of Aaron Rodgers. These are the numbers of Mahomes. Rodgers is better. Yeah. Is it some of it because of longevity? Yeah, that is like that's part of it, bro. I mean, if there's a rookie phenom, an absolute phenom, he's like we're not gonna say someone that's been playing 15 years. He's better than that. So you have to account for that too.
Can I say this too? To add on to Mahomes' legacy? The man lost ever since he started in the NFL. He's been losing offensive pieces, not gaining them, losing them. His first year when he broke the record, he lost Kareem Hunt. He had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Still was winning at the same way. Then he loses Tyreek Hill this season. And he's doing the same exact thing.
Even he couldn't do it without Hill and Kelce too.
OJ, who's going to do it? I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm assuming you have. I don't care the order, but you have Brady, Manning, and Montana in your top 5, right?
I would say Brady, Manning, Montana, Rodgers, and honestly, for number 5, man, I just for whatever reason, man, I think Dan Marino, bro, is just so slept on. I don't know why. To me, Dan Marino is probably the greatest pure passer of the ball in the entire NFL. In my opinion.
That is what I've said a million times, and I've gone back to look at it and said, but I hold winning as a key factor.
That's what you got to look at, perhaps preference too. Like so, I because of that one stat, like to me, I just hold them in a higher regard than anyone else and stuff like that.
But what about the winning part when
does anybody have different players?
That measures so much to the quarterback position, like winning them bowls, bro.
Listen, man,
that's the thing I can't get over, bro. You have to win, bro.
Does anybody have anybody different than Rodgers and Marino?
What was that?
I'm just trying to figure out. Does anybody? I'm assuming everybody has the 3. Does anybody else have other than Rodgers and Marino? Who you got?
I got Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, John Elway, Dan Marino, Aaron Rodgers, then Patrick Mahomes. But if Patrick Mahomes can get over this last hump, because Burrow's the last hump, like after this, it's undisputed. Like there's no one in the AFC you can even consider.
I gotta see this real quick, bro. And if Burrow beats him this week, bro, it puts a big
Burrow versus Mahomes.
I will say this, Fluent. I ain't gonna. I will concede that point.
Hold on.
This is a big game Friday. This Sunday. It's a big game.
So if he won the MVP very fast, in what 5 years, 6 years?
His first
4 trips to the AFC.
Year three.
4 year to the 4th year to the AFC. But if he loses to Burrow, this is a stain on his career. Aaron Rodgers hasn't went to a championship in almost 15 years and lost to the 49ers 4 times in a row, 0-4 versus the 40. And he's still top 5 all time.
I'm at 6.
Aaron Rodgers? I don't have Aaron Rodgers.
I'm at 6, and then I have Mahomes at 7. And what I'm saying is, if Mahomes wins this weekend, I put him above Rodgers and Marino. He then jumps into my top 5 because he's had such a short career. When you compare it against guys that have such a long career, especially I know, like we talked about the winning portion with Marino. Marino was so revolutionary to me. And then the only reason I can't put him above Elway yet is because of how many Super Bowl appearances he has. And that's the big reason why I have that there.
I would ask you this.
That's okay, but do you see my point? So the guys that we're all talking about are Elway, Rodgers, Marino. I've heard a couple of names. Somebody else I think had said Brees.
Drew Brees.
Okay, fine. Throw Andrew Brees. All those guys in that conversation, in 5 years, you can debate it. So even if you have those other guys ahead of him, you can still debate it, which is nuts in 5 years. That's
now
crazy.
if we're talking about projecting out, I'd project Mahomes to be probably second by the time he's done.
To answer your question real quick, Bama, the reason that's a fair point you made about Aaron Rodgers. And those points, that's why Aaron Rodgers is not smack dab second after Tom Brady, bro. Listen, bro, I have Montana above Aaron Rodgers. No one in their right mind, take away the accolades, everything, bro. Montana's not a better quarterback than Rodgers, bro. He's not. But we're gonna have to put him above Rodgers. So the reason I have Rodgers 4 or 5 is because he chokes to the 49ers, because of what happened last year, because of all those things you mentioned. He has vastly underachieved.
Does winning matter to you? Does winning matter? Like, does winning weigh into your equation for top 5?
100%. I think about Aaron Rodgers
the fact that the one Super Bowl
last year.
So the fact that the one Super Bowl he did get to was, we know, like, he didn't play well. Like the defense took him into that Super Bowl. Do you weigh that for Rodgers or no?
Well, I mean, so that's a good point, and I'll answer it this way. So I think one of you guys mentioned that Manning got carried by Denver. I mean, he had a crazy, like, the regular season he played well. Aaron Rodgers played very well in the regular season too, to get them to that point.
Whoa, no, that's false. Hold on, no. Peyton Manning played like ass. He got knocked out by the Chiefs that year that they went to the Super Bowl. We put his ass in the grave damn near. He threw 4 picks and got one of his receivers put in the hospital because of the way he led that ball. Hell no.
I'm talking about the whole season.
He was ass. The whole season he was ass.
Manning. You talking about Peyton Manning? You talking about Peyton Manning's second ring? That's what you're talking about?
Yes, that whole season he was ass.
Trash.
He got benched with Brock Osweiler.
No, he got hurt. He got hurt that year. Brock Osweiler.
Hold on a second. There was
even though he was hurt, Peyton Manning had a new.
They didn't win the Super Bowl that year. They got blown out by fucking Seattle.
No, he did. Yeah. He had a noodle arm in the beginning, and then he got in accusations with that deer antler spray. He started. He had I remember that year. Deer antler spray too.
I remember that year vividly. I remember that year.
That's why Brock Osweiler got signed for $72 million by the Houston Texans. Because he carried them to that championship game, and then Peyton Manning played in it. Did not play well.
He was hurt that season, right? That was noodle arm year, correct?
That was noodle arm. He got
time out.
Just like Lamar hurt. Was he hurt the entire time, or was it more that he wasn't that good that year? I think it was more that he wasn't that good that year, and they kind of blamed it on an injury.
Yo, the Texans paid Brock Osweiler $72 million.
Injuries the whole year, though.
He could have been, but I don't think that's the only factor. I think Peyton Manning did not play well that year.
I think Denver paid him that, but they ended up trading
$72 million.
He got
for Brock Osweiler.
He got a bag.
It was the biggest.
Not as bad as the one Denver gave.
He got a bag.
Not as bad as the Russell Wilson one Denver just gave him, but
the Russell Wilson.
That's why I asked, because the time that Rodgers made it to the Super Bowl, right? Again, you're saying the totality of the season. So I remember that game, right? Because it was against the Bears, and I mean it was, I think we went to our third string quarterback. Like it was nasty. It was nasty. BJ Raji had to have that pick 6 to win the game. Like he played ass in that game, but
Aaron Rodgers don't have the
and Peyton Manning that season. No, like Peyton Manning that season, Brock Osweiler didn't play in the postseason like at all. What happened was when Peyton Manning got hurt in that season, I remember this vividly. Peyton Manning was trash. He was really bad.
9 passing touchdowns, 17 picks.
17 picks. The dude was garbage. Brock Osweiler came in, and the offense looked better because of that. And that's why he got paid. Peyton Manning that season, that's why I say it, he really got carried. He got carried that whole season because of how good that defense was. But that's why when people be like, "Oh, Peyton Manning got 2 rings,"
well, he still got 2 of them things. Though.
He got 1. He got 1. That defense gave him. That defense gave him that second ring. We don't praise Trent Dilfer. We don't praise. We'll praise.
You were just talking to me about diminishing, bro. You were just talking to me about diminishing.
You praised. Oh no, he played well.
You
praised Nick well.
He played very well. He played very well.
Trent Dilfer has a ring. Brad Johnson has a ring. We're not gonna take it away, bro.
But we're not gonna praise them, right? We're not gonna praise them for it.
Nick Foles? We're gonna praise Nick Foles?
Oh yeah, we praise Nick Foles. What are you talking about? Don't do that. Nah, he was crazy. We'll praise Nick Foles was wild. What? He was balling out.
He was balling. And don't sit and say we all watched that run. We all
watched it. We all watched it.
Hold on. I have to say this real quick. Go back to Joe Burrow real quick. I'm not into. I don't know if it was Bama that mentioned it. Yeah, we're gonna have to think about it, bro. If Burrow beats him twice in a row, bro, at home, bro, that's something we're gonna have to talk about, bro. To what extent it impacts his legacy, that's up for discussion. But that we have to talk about it, bro.
I agree with you. This is a legacy game by far.
No, but I got your size.
And Vegas has what? Vegas. What is the line on that game, bro? I think Vegas has the Chiefs by 1.
The Bengals are favored, but that's because of the ankle.
Mahomes no, not necessarily.
How bad is his ankle? How bad is his ankle?
It's because of that ankle, bro.
It's a high ankle sprain.
At the end of the day, you automatically get 3 points usually if you're at home. So when the line first came out, they were a 4-point underdog. That would never happen if a significant player, unless a significant anything significant is going to affect the game.
I heard Fluent talk about the injury. I'm not worried about his injury at all, right? And I'm not even gonna if we end up losing, I'm not using it as an excuse at all. We have KU Med in Kansas, located out of Kansas City and of Lawrence, Kansas. It is a top 3 hospital in the United States. And remember, just a few years back, Patrick Mahomes tore that his patella,
his kneecap or
popped
whatever?
his kneecap out, and he was back in like 3 weeks. So let's remember that they have a great medical program right there. So I'm not giving it that.
I'm just curious, like it's it's just
he'll be fine. He wasn't even in a boot today.
Him a shot, he'll be good to go, man.
No, seriously though, Alabama they introduced somewhere they put pins in their ankle and they could come back from high ankle sprains in a week. They did that jump with Tua several times. Like a few athletes, they put them pins in their ankle and they beat
whatever they did to Tua. I don't want them to do to Mahomes. I don't know what the hell. Oh my god, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, no. Man, like with Burrow, bro, and I'm not saying he's gonna surpass Mahomes, but he has a Brady quality about him, bro. There's something about him. Like people like, oh, Joe Cool, whatever, but there's something about him, bro. He's able to galvanize a team. The swagger that he has,
bro. His IQ, bro.
It's his mindset. No, it's his mindset.
I hate to say it, bro. Justin Herbert, he doesn't have that. He's just quiet. He goes and throws. He doesn't inspire nobody. He's
Josh Allen don't have that either, bro.
You need to get in people's ass. You need to get that energy, bro, is palpable, bro, and your teammates can see that. That's a thing, bro.
I love it.
You know what I like? You know, my favorite quote, and as you know, Mrs. Fluent is a lifelong Bengals fan, is just like, how long is your Super Bowl window? As long as I'm here, as long as I'm playing. Like, I love that about him. I love that about him.
It's a fact, bro.
To go off of what we've been talking about for a super chat from Leaf Diggy, I'm here for the Josh Allen trial. If Mahomes loses to Cincy again, what conversation are we having? All the A-Rod disrespect ends when I come back.
Not ending. That shit is not ending, bro.
So to everybody, you know, this is something we've been talking about. It's been getting brought up this whole time. We've been talking about Mahomes, but if the Bengals beat the Chiefs again, that's 4 times they beat them in the last 2 seasons or 3 seasons. What are going to be the narratives being spun about Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Joe Burrow?
To be honest with you, to me, it depends on how they lose. I will say this, though, man. Like, people are saying, oh, the Bengals have all this talent. Yeah, they have one of the best passing attack. But, bro, if you actually watch the game, the Bengals' offensive line is still not crazy.
It's not good.
Well, no,
it's not good. The Bills' D-line is just –
the running game is
the Bills are just – yeah, I agree with
like,
that.
It's bro, they're winning games by passing attack, and then Burrow is not – he's not turning the ball over.
That defense is playing great.
No, I was going to say, hold on.
That defense is playing.
They're winning games because Joe Mixon is doing a really good job.
And Joe Mixon, too.
Joe Mixon's doing a good job running ball, and they're doing a great job stopping the run.
And can someone shut up Eli Apple?
Mixon is hit and run.
Not shutting up Eli Apple. Eli Apple is Patrick Beverly. He's a national treasure.
What are we doing?
He's an Ohio State University.
Eli Apple
man.
He on them boys' ass. They don't like
Cooper
that.
Cup. Cooper Cup right on his head.
Don't be mad.
This not last year though. This not last year though. This not last year.
Whoever said Patrick Beverly,
this year, and he was on the team that spanked Diggs and Allen 2017. So he get it.
You said Eli Apple too?
Patrick Beverly and Eli Apple.
I want to answer your question, Dub.
What's up?
What are people going to say? They'll say for now that Cincinnati / Joe Burrow have Patrick Mahomes' number until he beats them. It's just like the Patriots and Tom Brady had Peyton Manning's number until they didn't. So it's, and we got Peyton Manning at number 2 or 3 all time. So I don't think it's going to hurt Mahomes in the long run, as long as at some point.
Yeah, it's going to hurt him in the immediate conversation.
Yeah, in the short term, sure. Not in the long run.
I agree with that.
Do you think that
we are all agreeing today? This is crazy.
Do you think that guys would be saying here, especially if Joe Burrow wins the Super Bowl, would say that he's better than Patrick Mahomes?
To be honest with you, let me answer that. First of all, did you guys see the statement by Dan Orlovsky in ESPN?
No. Yes.
Oh my God!
Crazy,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Say that again.
Crazy.
Dan Orlovsky.
Dan Orlovsky.
Well, shout out to my UConn brother, Dan Orlovsky.
He's one of the mouthpieces in ESPN. I really respect his opinion, so I was shocked. He basically said, long story short, that Patrick Mahomes is the best player in the league, yet Burrow's the best quarterback. And it's funny because Nick Wright didn't mention his name, but Nick Wright took a shot at him. He's like, man, you have guys saying that Patrick Mahomes is the best player, but Burrow's the best quarterback. Where's the gap at? Is Patrick Mahomes in the special teams, punt returns? And it was pretty funny what he said, but it was BS. No, bro. There is nothing that Joe Burrow does better than Patrick Mahomes. There's the only thing that Joe Burrow does that's on the level of Patrick Mahomes is his poise. It's on another level, bro.
I could agree with that.
Nothing phases that man, bro. His 100%. Poise and his swagger and that whole I'm gonna win, I'm at your ass, like that whole aura, like he's on that level. But everything else, Patrick Mahomes does better, in my opinion.
No,
I give Mahomes and Burrow this.
I always take what Dan says with
his accuracy is not better, Warnock.
With a grain of salt, as a guy who started 10 or 12 games on 16 Lions team. But that being said,
that's not even cool because he actually played in the NFL and you didn't. Like that's so messed up. I'm not.
I respect his opinion, even though
no, you said you take his opinion with a grain of salt. No, I think he's actually he's a reliable guy. I think he's a really reliable guy.
I just wanted to bring up that he was on that. He was the starting quarterback for that 0-16 team. I was trying to figure out a way to bring it up.
He ran out of bounds. Yeah. I know.
If I didn't know any better, Fluent, I'd say you're a Bears fan.
You would think, right?
Oh, I forgot about that. I did forget about that. Yep. Now I get it. Now I get it.
There you go. Now you can see it though.
Because he's not that bad. I actually like him.
No, I'm just playing, but he was on that 0-16 team. But no, I don't think Burrow, like you said, I agree, OJ. I don't think he does anything better other than maybe, his swagger. That might be the only thing that you're putting Burrow over Mahomes. And not that Mahomes doesn't have it. I just think Joe Burr has it like just ridiculous. We got to get that sound now.
So let me ask you guys real quick. And there's a lot of prisoner of the moment happening in social media right now. Do you guys have Burrow officially cemented over Josh Allen?
Yes,
and it should all year. I've had him as 2 all year.
OJ, I've been trying to say this for a minute. I've had to. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy for Joe Burrow because I had to defeat all the demons. I had to defeat Ben. We had to defeat G Baby. We had to defeat Trent. We had to defeat Mookie, bro. A lot of hurdles Joe Burrow had to do to show y'all that he is still that guy, bro.
Coming into this season, bro, the dialogue was whether Burrow was better than Herbert, bro. He not only is.
Can you believe some people were saying that? They crazy.
And I had Herbert because of preference.
Ben, do you believe
I had him because of preference, because of his talent.
What's your preference now, Ben? What's your preference now, Ben?
This season, Burrow's better.
No, you don't have to say this season.
No, it's not this season. Next year he'll be better too, bro. He's a better quarterback.
That's fine.
Yes or no, Ben?
Moving the goalpost. I see that.
And I realized something when you look at someone like Burrow and Josh Allen. This is what I've noticed, man. Josh Allen has phenomenal plays, bro. I'm talking about he's towards the strong side on the sideline. He'll throw a 40-yard dot on the spectacular plays. And then, but guess what, man? Like other plays, I'm talking about intermediate, like medium short routes. He's terrible.
Yeah,
to me, I don't care
he's got an open man and he's short. He's bouncing the.
Yeah, who told you that before? So who was the one who said that about Josh Allen before?
OJ, we've been trying to tell people about this.
J-Rob and Bama have been preaching this since last season.
We've been telling everybody about this Josh Allen thing. But we've been preaching this for a minute, and nobody wanted to hear us. They all wanted to say this arm talent, Bills Mafia, and we're saying, do y'all not watch? This guy will throw a 75-yard bomb on a dot, and then he'll throw a dig to the stands, and you're like, yo, what are you doing? Or he'll make a boneheaded turnover, absolute airhead turnover. And to me, most of the great quarterbacks, like shout out to Trevor Lawrence, not saying he's over Trevor Lawrence, but Trevor Lawrence battled back from 4 picks. I don't see many times where Josh Allen battles back from 1 interception. Sometimes I think he throws a pick. It gets progressively worse throughout the
I hate that. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, Bama. I hate that so much because, like, because I always got to keep the same energy with everybody, right? So the whole he's Diggs dependent narrative, I hate because you look at that team. I named 50 receivers better than Gabe Davis. There's not that many wide receivers on the team.
There wasn't 50 on that list.
There was 50. There was 50.
I saw that list. Treylon Burks. Treylon
Burks. Come on. I named like 53 or 54.
Yeah, we agree with you. You presented 50.
It was like 53 or 54. I'm not going to hold you. But that's just beside the point. At the end of the day,
you need to give 64 to say that he's not a top 2 receiver, wide receiver 2.
But hold up. But my whole thing is Gabe Davis ain't like that. Nobody else is like that on that team. They don't have a running game, so it's like, who else is he going to rely on?
Yeah, but you can't make that argument because there's a lot of quarterbacks that have less at receiver than the Bills do, and then you have to keep the same energy for like half of the team. Ooh.
You think Mahomes? You don't think the Chiefs are Mahomes-centric?
Lamar Jackson have any receivers anywhere near?
Oh, you know how I feel about Lamar Jackson.
Does Trevor Lawrence, as good as Christian Kirk and maybe Zay Jones have been, they're not as good as Diggs and Gabe Davis as a tandem.
But it's not.
There's a lot of QBs who don't have that.
It's not just. I'm talking about the complete set because he has a Travis Etienne who's a great runner and a phenomenal receiving threat as well. On top of Zay Jones and on top of
But to say he's Diggs dependent because he doesn't have anything else. Well, there's a lot of quarterbacks that have less than Diggs and Gabe Davis and whatever else, and Knox.
I think that Jaguars team is more than what Josh Allen has.
That's a great point Fluent brings up, though.
I would agree because I just think they runn it back. I think they have a good wide receiving group.
They only have Diggs.
I don't think the way I talk about Gabe Davis. I think I'm very wrong about the way I talk about Gabe Davis.
I agree.
Hold on. Even if Gabe Davis, I'll give it to you, Dub. Let's say Gabe Davis is the 60th best receiver. Well, they got a top 3 and it's number 60. They say they have. That's a wide receiver 1 and a wide receiver 2. You got one in the top 60, which is maybe, and Gabe Davis can't show up.
Have a running back though. Jaguars still have
what the Bills need is a running back.
So that's why I said the offense as a whole, I'm looking at it. He's relying mainly on Diggs, mainly because there's no Mahomes is different. We know this.
We do running back by committee.
So who? Yeah.
The Chiefs. We do running back by committee. McKinnon's our receiving back, and then Pacheco's our running.
Yeah. But my thing is like when you look at like the totality of the offense, like is Diggs, Allen, and that's it. Jaguars, you got Kirk, Zay Jones is not too bad. Evan Ingram's been playing well. Travis Etienne. It's like there's more weapons to lean on.
No, more transcendent.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't get behind that, Dub. I think you're giving him too many. I think you're giving him too many.
I'll say Dawson.
I think you're throwing Josh Allen way too many bones. Because if you look at that Chiefs roster, look at them weapons. You're only gonna say we could really. Bama could have went up here and said Mahomes was dependent on Travis Kelce because of all these factors in his offense, bro.
Right.
And Mahomes, and let's be real, Mahomes is having a hell of a year. Nobody's even talking about the names of the weapons that Mahomes has because of the way he's produced.
And he's going to be
other than Kelce.
Juju Smith-Schuster's hella underrated.
Juju's nice. I like
Juju's hella underrated.
Juju's really good.
But nobody looks at Juju like they look at him when he was paired up with
That's because they don't like him. That's because they don't like Juju Smith-Schuster. They think he's a TikToker when he was 2 games away from being a 1,000-yard receiver.
But Juju is not
Kadarius Toney is a great piece. You know,
that was a good pickup. That was a really good pickup.
I think they got good pieces, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
And don't forget about Hardman.
This is impossible.
He's been hurt. Though.
Deep ball merchant. That's Gabe Davis.
Who you taking? Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. If you have to pick 2 wide receivers, or oft injured Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
I would take
I'll take Diggs and
Davis.
No cap. No, we actually had this conversation.
Diggs and Davis.
I would rather have
no hesitation
because we had this conversation with what's his name. If you're saying receivers, I see your point. But even then, having 2 threats on the field is always better than 1 because you have 2 threats that could bail you out of scenario besides 1. You seen what they did to Diggs, especially in the playoffs. They key in on him, and then it's like the offense can't really do too much. So I would rather have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. I really would. I would rather be in the Chargers offense than the Bills. If I'm Josh Allen or Justin Herbert.
But to be honest with you, a lot of that is on Josh Allen, though, Dub. Think about it, bro, because like I've seen them key on Justin Jefferson, he still goes off. I've seen people try to like
I watched Justin Jefferson get shut down a couple times this year.
Yeah, he has, but elite corners, but like as a scheme wise, not as easy. But like even like Travis Kelce, a lot of people shut down Travis Kelce. That's all you have. It's a lot easier said than done. So I don't know. Like to me, generational talent receivers like Adams and some of those top guys, like you could scheme for them and they'll still eat. So
they'll still.
I don't know.
I personally think Jettas don't really
underrated.
get locked up. I think that is a flaw of the.
Who's the elite corner for the Giants that locked up Justin Jefferson? Then
you're gonna say Dory Jackson locked up. I personally think so. You think Eli? So if we go up here, you think Eli Apple and company locked up Diggs?
Well, for starters,
he didn't have a big game.
He was only. If I'm not, someone correct me. He was targeted 7 times. He wasn't like, in my opinion, bro. You got a top 7 receiver, man. He in a playoff game, he has to get at least 10 targets, bro.
Yo, exactly. Like, to me, your top guys are going to make plays in coverage, bro.
But
and if your guy goes away from him, that happens.
You also know this. Just because he didn't have a big game, it doesn't necessarily mean that one player locked him up or even the defensive scheme locked him up. Sometimes you just have a bad game, and it's no one did anything different. You just had a bad game. It happens, right?
And when you played wide receiver, you got to tell these guys something. That's also the most dependent position in football. Like Derek Carr couldn't. There were some games where Derek Carr could not get. We saw halves where Devontae Adams was not getting
right. Where Devontae Adams was non-existent. It doesn't make him any worse.
Somebody was out there locking him up, fellas.
No,
for real.
Exactly.
No,
that's what I'm saying. So
no.
Gotcha. I got a super chat from Eagles Nation. Dub, get G Baby and Chet up here so they can talk about the Eagles. Another super chat from DJ Hansen. Eli Manning is better. He the GOAT. Another super chat from Trent McGee. Daniel Jones has less, only has Saquon on offense.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That is true.
Another super chat from Trent.
Why isn't Trent here? He's not traveling with the team. They done.
Trent might as well.
Wow.
So they are done. You might as well come sit with us, buddy.
You might as well accept. They sent the invite. You might as well pull up now. Also, Diggs was open a lot last week. Allen was missing him heavy. Also, Eli Apple only guarded Diggs 5 times, so he ain't get locked up. Allen sold. Damn,
that's why Eli Apple talking just annoys the hell out of me.
I love Eli Apple. I ain't gonna lie, I love it. I think he's. You see, I even got an apple on my hat, man. Shout out to Eli Apple, bro.
What's up with the disliking to Eli Apple? What's wrong with everybody?
Bro, he's like Patrick Beverly to me.
Yo, it's
all that talk, and he gets it on his head every week.
Jersey.
They don't like people from Jersey, bro.
He's too Jersey. You know,
it's not that he's too. It's not.
He talks his shit. He don't back down. They don't like him, bro.
You should talk to your level of game. He talks A game, but he's a C player. That's all.
Yes.
Even if you talk to B game, we'd be okay because they're like, BC, it's close.
Yo, Fluent, you heard what Patrick Beverly said to Damian Lillard?
Man,
he told Damian Lillard. What's the score? Lillard was talking up, you doing all this talking. You know what Dame looked at him and said? I'm going to keep talking because I brought him. And he pointed at LeBron James. So if I got Joe Burrow, I'm talking my shit.
Man,
I got him. All right, fair enough.
I just feel like this.
That's because he knows who's carrying his ass.
I got him.
He knows who's carrying his ass. Let's be honest.
If you play basketball and I got you Fluent, I'm talking shit because I got Fluent.
You know what?
Scores 27-10.
You reminded me.
To win and you lost. Guess what I'm finna tell your ass? Cancun on 3.
Cancun on 3.
What's wrong with that? I ain't talking about how you played.
Because you reminded me. You reminded me of my. You reminded me of my youth. You reminded me of my youth because when I used to roll with my dudes, I was like 6'3", 250, and I was the smallest one in the group. And yes, because of that, sure, I talked an A game. Yeah, all right. I give it.
I got him, bro. I got him.
You're right.
Yeah, but he's not him. That's the thing.
Do you know how bad I would be on Twitter
but he's saying that I brought him.
Brady?
I brought Joe Burrow.
I had Tom Brady every playoff session. I'm talking filthy. With 2 minutes on the clock, you're done. If it's 2 minutes, you got the ball, you're done.
He played
Brady's
good.
taking it home.
J-Rob, I gave it to you. Now you're more. Now I'm
I don't know why y'all acting like he didn't play good though. Was y'all watching the game?
No, he did play good. He did play good.
He did play good.
So why he can't talk?
He's been playing good for like damn near 2 years now.
Yeah, he been good for 2 years, bro. People don't peep him, not peep him. He been good, bro.
Like y'all,
about top 25 at the position, bro.
I think people just have like they seen him, especially what he was doing on the Giants, and they think like he's still like that, and that's not the case.
Mm-hmm. No, I think I think they also saw what happened in the Super Bowl, right?
Nah, Cooper Kupp different though, boy.
That's Kupp though. That's Kupp though.
My Kupp running for over.
You gotta remember he did that. Y'all was calling him y'all Lord and Savior for a minute. Come on now, this was y'all Lord and Savior. That's Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is cooked. He's cooked.
Cooper Kupp gave you know, he for our sins. He gave this season for our sins.
Cooper Kupp is done. With Matthew Stafford, I think Matthew Stafford's done too. Matthew Stafford not healthy, they done, bro.
Oh.
Well, I'll give him another year.
The injury, bro.
Unless they get Baker out there. No, I'm stuck.
He got a spine injury and an elbow injury.
You stop it, Baker Mayfield.
So let they get Baker out there.
Butter Mayfield.
Hey, has the talks? Oh shoot. Has the talks between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson reemerged?
They never left.
Yes, they never left. They never were left, bro.
You never left. It's that but you know how it get. Like, I mean,
you saying recency bias?
Duh.
Yes, bro.
In the playoff game, it never left. I've been saying,
you know what? It is so, like, when was the last time we saw Lamar at his best?
I mean, 2019.
This is very similar to Christian McCaffrey. When Christian McCaffrey was out multiple years.
I use the rule what Doug used with Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley.
I do the same.
At least when they did play, when you see Lamar when he plays a elite caliber where you can be like, that looks like the same Lamar. So I could sit there and be like, is Josh Allen that much better? No, because when you look at Lamar, regardless if he play 8 games, 2 games, 4 games, 12 games, he gonna look like Lamar Jackson when he out there. So what you see is what you get. So I still got Lamar Jackson as one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. So hell yeah.
Is Lamar Jackson is Lamar or Josh Allen ever gonna win a Super Bowl?
I think Lamar to me because of Lamar's style. I think he'll be more conducive to win the Super Bowl in the future.
He would never win a ring if he don't get help. So
I agree with that too.
I think historically speaking, running quarterbacks don't win Super Bowls.
What did you just say? You think Lamar Jackson?
He thinks Lamar. I'd say Allen because for that reason.
So Allen isn't a running quarterback based off what you just said.
No, he is. But I think Allen's a better passer.
We all just came up here and agreed that Josh Allen's passer is. We all just came up here and said Josh Allen has flaws when throwing intermediate routes. He throws a great deep ball, but has legitimate issues. If you actually look at it, Lamar is actually a better thrower inside the numbers than Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a better thrower than football outside the numbers.
I'm saying
that's just a fact. That's a fact.
With Lamar, he overthrows a lot of deep passes. That's his inefficiency. He overthrows a lot of deep passes. I'll give him that. Yeah. Don't just sit there and be like, oh, intermediate wise, them little routine 5 and outs. Lamar's converting those easy. Don't even do that. Don't be nasty like that.
And I also say this. Too, bro. When we talk about running quarterbacks, I know you say we've never seen a running quarterback win a Super Bowl, but you got to also remember the history of the game didn't really allow for running quarterbacks to have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl. In my eyes, the game is evolved now that there's no more statue quarterbacks in football. Period.
There's a difference between mobile and running quarterback, and I think what we've seen in recent history is that running quarterbacks only end up getting hurt and they have short careers, right? And you can look at Cam Newton, RG3. Now, that's my concern with Lamar Jackson.
They set those boys up for failure.
But RG3 got hurt. RG3 messed up though. They said he played in that playoff game.
I think Cam Newton was a Super Bowl level quarterback. That he like. You look at 2015,
No,
come on, bro.
But Trent, what happened to him? The style of play took him out of the game, and that's what I'm saying.
That's going to be the same thing with Lamar.
That's my concern with Lamar.
I want to add to what Fluent is saying, though. With Cam Newton, specifically him, I know him very well, obviously, playing for the Panthers. A little bit of the same thing for Lamar Jackson, and I'm glad the Eagles are not doing this to Jalen Hurts. But they're literally packaging an entire offensive scheme around Cam Newton to do the read option, all that gimmicky crap. The minute the league caught up to that, and they're like, you got to beat us with their armor. It wasn't a wrap. Cam Newton didn't know what to do, bro.
No, I think that's lack of context. That's lack of context.
That's
nasty as hell.
No, because that's lack of context.
Hold on. Let Trent go.
That's nasty as hell because Cam Newton was a really good passer. He had no talent around him in the receiver.
He was never a really good passer.
Before he got his shoulder injury, he was a really good passer.
Never
he was a
really good passer.
What are we talking about?
That's a big
year he won more than his absolute best. Let's just take the Super Bowl.
OJ, Cam Newton was throwing to me. OJ, he was throwing to you on the field.
He had Devin Funches.
Devin Funches is trying to play in the NBA right now.
Let's say what he got to say, though. Hold on.
Really good passer?
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, he was before his shoulder injury. Cam Newton was a really good passer. He didn't have good talent around him. The fact that he took that team, they even went to the Super Bowl. How he did that shit.
Wait a minute, he didn't have good talent around him, bro.
Besides Greg Olsen,
very good receiver. Hold on. Not just that, bro. You had the best linebacking core in the league.
That's defense. That don't got to do offense.
Like, they had a very good
offense. OJ, don't do that.
OJ, you tell me the difference between.
You have a defense that says that stops the opposing offense for 17 points. All you got to do is score 18.
You tell me the difference between 2015 Cam Newton Panthers and the 2019 Ravens offense. What are their best weapons? Tight ends, right? And the rest is just Dub, Fluent, Bama at receiver.
Bro, they had Williams. They had Stewart and Williams, bro. They had a nasty running back.
6'3", 6'9" wingspan, big head. You crazy? Wide receiver.
No, Smash and Dash was cool, but bro, and I don't even think Jonathan Stewart, they was bugging that year. But bro, you have to have a pass game. You're not finna just. Everything
that run game was they focal point. They had
Cam Newton was the run game.
It was Mike Tolbert,
Jonathan Stewart,
Jay Stu was injured a little bit that year, but when he was healthy, it wasn't like he was a breakaway because he was towards the back end.
In that year, I'm looking at the receiving core. You're right. It's not that good.
That shit was not good, Floyd. That shit was not good.
I'm looking at and I'm not gonna lie. OJ, like when he had Steve Smith, when he had Kelvin Benjamin before he got washed, like Kelvin
Benjamin was out of shape and could not separate from anybody.
Nah, but he had that one good year. One year. That's what I say. After that year, though, trash.
With the exception of Greg Olsen,
the 1 year was his rookie year.
With the exception of Greg
Olsen, it was his rookie year. After that, was trash.
With the exception of Greg Olsen, who caught 77 balls for 1,100 yards, his top receivers after that were Ted Ginn, Corey
Brown, a kick returner,
and David Funchins. Those are his top three.
What scares me because I hope it won't happen, but I kind of see like future on it can happen the same shit with Cam that might happen to him.
I agree.
In his career, you see with Jalen Hurts. They got AJ Brown. They have Devontae Smith. They have a great system around them. Besides, with Lamar, you got Greg. You had Greg. I'm glad they got his ass out of there. You had Greg on that weak ass offense. They just ran the baby ass offense. And he just carrying them niggas.
So Jalen Hurts is very lucky. Jalen Hurts is looking, and I'm not comparing him to this guy, but he's looking more like the career progression of like Steve Young, where Steve Young was a runner, but became a very accurate passer, and obviously in that West Coast offense, it allowed him to do that. Jalen Hurts, like with the weapons they're having, and I'm seeing the decision making getting better. I think he could have more.
Jalen Hurts is lucky he watches players' choice, and
that's right. Because you called him running back for so long. He's like,
I said I would have beat him in 7-on-7. I was summoning him, and that dude, he made me cry, man. I had a proud man, Jalen.
I hate the word running quarterback though. I hate running quarterback.
Man, all y'all do not know how to salute. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he's in the army, yo. He's in the army.
Yeah? Navy.
I learned from
Navy.
Hill.
Wait, no, British. What the fuck is this?
Wait, no, like give me right.
Yeah, get us right. We gotta do this. Right. Go ahead. Put the hat on. We're gonna stand up with you. Let's go.
And it's just sharp as hell.
My mirror is on, so it's gonna look like
this. Like this. This is how we do
it. Did I do it? What I miss?
Like this?
Yeah.
Like this?
What we missing, dude?
Oh my word!
Word.
OJ, you're wild.
You're wild, OJ.
There.
OJ is
wild. We gotta go like this for real.
Right.
You're seeing your palm. It gets me more like this.
Oh, this is good. This gotta be straight.
Your
like
thumb's
this,
tucked in like this. It's got to be tucked in like this.
Hey,
And then it's
wild
up.
for catching it, man.
Aren't you in the military, OJ?
No, never. Oh,
really? I thought you were a Navy guy.
Yo, so I got recruited by the Naval Academy in college, and I'll never forget when the Naval Academy came to my school. They were probably the most intimidating group of recruiters I've ever had.
I done seen them before, and when my teammate was getting recruited by them. Yeah, I'm not. You know,
they come suited, booted, and I remember they sat me down, and I was like, and they were telling me they pitching me on
crazy
Navy.
comment to say about Jay Cutler. I'm not gonna.
And I'm like, I don't know, but yeah.
Underrated. What the fuck?
Man, Jay Cutler being underrated.
What's it called? Damn, I had a question.
Justin Fields. Let's be real about Justin Fields. You're gonna call him a running quarterback,
bro?
Justin Fields was not a running quarterback, but he wasn't a running quarterback in college. He's running for his life. He's running for his life.
The offensive line is
terrible. He's going to be labeled as running quarterback.
There's a lot of
somebody through it.
There's a difference between running quarterback and running for your life.
My point is, what's the difference? We calling guys running quarterbacks, but are they running quarterbacks because they are the best weapon on their team because they don't have anything else? Or are they really running quarterbacks? You know what I'm saying? Like, I look like Justin Fields and Lamar Jackson, to me, they are exceptional runners with the football in. They are talented in that regard. But to me, they can make all the throws you need them to do from the pocket.
You can be a running.
They don't have nothing around them.
You can be a running quarterback. I think based on, I think these three criteria. There might be more, but at the top of my head, I think you can be a running quarterback. One, because that's just what you do. You can be a running quarterback because, like you said, you're the best talented player, and that's the way your team schemes it. Or you could be a running quarterback because, like Russell Wilson for a time was running quarterback, but that's because they had a bunch of power forwards at the offensive line. He had no choice. So he had to run, right? So it's either you're the best to do it, you're schemed to do it, or you have no choice.
Right.
All of those things, if you're a 1 or 2 read and then run quarterback, you're in this league. We've seen those guys just get hurt. That's just what happens. Yeah. It's just it's unfortunate, but it's just what happens, whether it's by design or by necessity. That's what happens. Right? Like Justin Fields got hurt. Why? Dude, he was our number 1 rusher. Didn't he rush for over 1,000 yards?
But like you just said, it was by necessity. I needed every single yard.
But Justin Fields,
who was the last guy to rush for over 100 yards against the Eagles defense?
Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
Well,
Justin Fields. The thing about Justin Fields is his receivers get no separation. His offensive line is actually not bad at all. He holds the ball the most, I think the longest in the NFL, like almost close to 5 seconds. He has an offensive line.
Good. Yeah, they played surprisingly good, but you're right. No one to throw to.
It's the weapons.
Yeah, it's the weapons.
But I hear everyone shit on the offensive line. It's like that's not the problem.
No, it's not. Not this year.
It's not the biggest problem, but yeah, it's the.
It's not a Joe Burrow issue. Not like with Joe Burrow's back there. You know,
they're like middle of
getting
the
Bears. Fucking.
Yeah, the Bears offensive line.
I think their shit is like still average. I still think they can use
No. I'm saying the Bears' offensive line is not like the Bengals' offensive line.
As the Bengals'
hold
offensive
on,
line.
That O-line still is, I think, an upgrade. I think that
no, it's not.
It's not as bad.
No,
it's really not. It's really not.
It's not
that.
Y'all sure, bro? Because I've watched a few Bears games.
Hold on. Let me
it's really not.
I'm not saying they're good. I'm saying they're not as bad.
Wait, what's not good? What's not bad?
Like
what's not bad?
There's multiple people talking. Go ahead.
Say it again, OJ.
Go ahead. You
No. You said I wanted to hear what you were saying.
We're trying to get you to talk. We're trying to get everybody else to shut up.
Gotcha. No, I was saying that the reason why the Bears' offensive line is not as bad as people think is the same reason why the Bucs' offensive line is not as good as people think it is. Tom Brady consistently gets rid of the ball the quickest, bro. So he doesn't get sacked. It's the same scenario with the Bears. Like what was it last year? He got sacked like 6 times. It was crazy, bro. Like Chandler Jones. I don't remember who did it. Like, the O-line. No, he holds on to the ball a lot, and for 2 reasons: lack of weapons, 1, and 2. The game is still not slow for him. He processes. He's still processing a lot of things slowly, bro.
He holds the ball the longest in the league.
You can't hold the ball for 5 seconds and get sacked and say, "Oh, it was a bad O-line." Like you can't.
It's a coverage sack. It's called a coverage sack.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he really getting coverage sacks.
Remember what you got to say.
That's what it is.
The game versus the Lions, they let a defensive rusher through. Not only did they let him through, they turned around and just started watching him. Justin Fields make him miss, makes the same dude miss again, tries to throw the ball, and when he throws the ball, they sack him. You cannot tell me that is not a good. I don't care what numbers you bring up.
I said they're not
That's
as
all
bad
I need to see with these two.
I personally think the Bears. Yeah, I personally think the Bears still need. like
once
a guard
I
or a
see
center
you let
upgrade.
somebody
For sure.
through and you just
need
turn
something better in
around,
the
So,
interior.
is the 49ers offensive line bad because Micah Parsons threw that guy with one arm?
As someone who's watched,
listen to what I just said.
I mean, really, come on. One play? Come on.
Let Bama go.
Let's go sports talk. Let's go sports talk.
Listen.
Let's go sports talk.
Micah Parsons threw that big ass dude with one arm.
Hey, listen.
He Reggie Whited his ass.
I am not tripping off another man being stronger and better than you. I'm not tripping off that. He tried to do his job. Micah Parsons is just bigger, faster, and stronger.
Bro,
nigga.
Let him talk.
The Chicago Bears looked at him, watched him go through
game. When he snapped that ball, there's just sometimes where you're like, what the hell did y'all do this for?
Wait, am I the only one who saw that play and was like, if he just threw it to the wide left receiver, that's probably a touchdown? Did anybody else see that? Am I crazy?
Wait. You talking about the running play? You talking about the running play with Ezekiel Elliott?
For the Cowboys.
For real?
Go watch that play again. Go watch that play again. Watch the wide receiver on the far left. He just turns and throws it left. I think they have a shot.
This is what they do.
I think they have a shot.
What was you saying? What was you saying? Those sports talk. What were you saying?
For what?
Yeah, you say like one play. You can't really judge him on one play.
For the Chicago Bears, yeah, judging
so,
it off of one
I mean,
play.
I get that play he's talking about. It was asinine, right? When I don't remember the play. I'd have to go back and look at it. It happens. There are plays like that every game where you have just a free runner that goes right up the middle or goes to the left or the right. It's a part of the game. I mean, sometimes I don't know why they would just stare at the guy, but I mean, you have those brain dead moments every once in a while. And that's why I was saying it's similar to the Ezekiel Elliott getting floored at center, because sometimes you're just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but that's not the whole story for the Chicago Bears, right? That's what you're trying to say. It's not the whole story.
And what I'm saying is that just that offensive line gets talked about like they're bottom 5 in the league when they're not. They're probably closer to mid-pack, probably between 15 and 12.
22. 15 and 12.
Yes.
No.
When you have a quarterback that holds the ball for 5 damn seconds, you're supposed to get rid of the ball in 3.
Wait,
I gotta look at the stats.
But you don't think there's context to that? Why he's holding the ball? Maybe the receivers.
Yes, no, and I'm saying what I said is that it's because of lack of weapons. I said that. I started with this, and that's why it's making the offensive line look bad, because it's called coverage sacks, because his receivers get no fucking separation, just like.
No, that's fine.
I always say it's better.
I do think the weakest part of that O-line is the interior of it, though. I still think that
Cody Whitehair's a beast. I know Cody Whitehair personally. Dude, he's a beast.
I personally don't think, outside of him, I still think you can use another guy in that interior. Me personally.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think the interior of that O-line is that great. And I think that's where
they need – listen, the Bears need help on the O-line, on the D-line, in the secondary, and wide receivers. They need a lot of things. So.
But it's hard for a quarterback to see, especially if if guys are not getting open already, as is. If the weakest part of the O-line is the interior, all of that shit is already in your face. So it's hard to see as is. I still think they do need some upgrades there. They need weapons. They need a lot of things. Bro, Cookie, y'all like he's the best.
I love Dan. Shout out to Dan Jangaland. He has been a long time supporter of Players Choice. Shout out to him, bro. I will never forget him.
Word.
Shamar Trusty with the super chat. Greg Roman had Lamar looking like a little league QB. Part of the reason why they got him.
I agree with that.
You know?
I agree with that.
MC Robinson with the super chat. Who does everyone got in the rematch between Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy?
You know what's
Jalen
crazy?
won the first matchup in college.
And you know what's crazy? That college dude, that was a good ass game.
That was a good ass game too. Facts. I watched that shit. It was a good game.
I mean,
I got the 49ers
that question is a disrespect to Jalen Hurts, bro.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts gonna perform.
What are we talking about, bro?
I think spank them. They finna spank them boys. I ain't gonna lie. It probably won't be close.
Can I ask y'all a question? Can I ask y'all a question?
No, the defense will keep it close. The defense will keep it close.
Can I ask y'all a question?
I'm telling y'all.
I've been fucking with Jalen. Dub, tell them.
Not that.
I don't think it will be close, bro.
Man, I'm talking about how you was talking about how crazy good the 49ers are. Now you talking about the Eagles about to smack them.
Nah, because they are good, but the Eagles is just overall better.
I mean,
Brock Purdy finna hit that wall because now they actually, because this is what I try to tell people. Cowboy did a good job last week. I give him that. Them boys snort cocaine.
Yeah,
they pull
the
up
Cowboys defense stepped up.
Stats. They pull up all of that. They'll make you think. And I thought it for a second too. The Cowboys is dependent upon Micah Parsons and Diggs. And as we saw, if Diggs is looking bad, that defense, and if you can somehow contain Parsons, it's nothing. It's nothing. That defense is real tired.
Williams won that battle.
Yeah. All right. One thing about the Eagles, bro, they got so many dudes across that front line that got 8 sacks, 10 sacks. Bro, it's the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. Then on top of that, the second, I don't know how New Orleans just lets CJ Gardner-Johnson just walk away. I don't know what they was smoking.
Yeah,
but I don't know. They added James Bradbury too. This is who's having it's just like they just kept giving the Eagles like, oh yeah, here, bro. Like, yeah, build this super team.
Jalen Hurts is on a second round contract, bro. Like they have the money to play with right now, bro. Like when you have the money like this, you gotta go all in because you can afford it.
He in trouble. Purdy in trouble, bro.
Can I ask y'all a question though? Do y'all think? Because personally, I think this is an absolute travesty to all the rookies who played well this year, and the guys like Chris Olave. Brock Purdy deserves to be a finalist for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
No, he should not. No, he should not.
No,
I agree.
Chris Olave, I don't want to win that.
Kenneth Walker, Garrett Wilson, and Chris Olave.
Yeah, that's what I
think.
Even then, like 6,
7. He played 7, but technically that's including the playoff games. That's 7 in
to be honest.
So 6 in the regular season.
You can't have 5.
Defensive Rookie of the Year should come out of the Jets. If we're being honest, both.
Well, the Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Sauce. You cannot win first team All Pro and not win.
But the thing is, they are allowing the guy just to be in third place. That's Garrett Wilson Award.
Yeah, it would have been sure. The Jets were sweeping both. We sweeping both awards. We sweeping both awards. We deserve it, bro. We won all them like Pepsi Rookie of the Weeks. Garrett,
I ain't gonna cap though. If Brock Purdy do go to the Super Bowl, he do need to win that Rookie of the Year.
He's not gonna get it.
Nah, he's not going. They're gonna call
him like that.
They should do it before the end of the season.
I think they pick before the Super Bowl.
They're not gonna do playoffs influence. They're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I think they pick after the Pro.
Is it just regular
Super Bowl?
It should be. It should be. That's the thing. Why don't they do this right at the end of the season?
If they make it to the Super Bowl, if they beat the Eagles this weekend, or
it's not.
Yeah, this weekend.
Guys, yeah, if they make it to the Super Bowl, they might should give it to them.
But my thing is this, Ben, and I agree. I've always thought about that.
Playoffs?
Because if you take into account the playoffs into awards. No, are these awards really regular season awards anymore?
I hate it.
It's regular.
Because to me, that's the only way Brock Purdy is a finalist.
Regular season awards. Regular season awards should be handed out before the playoffs start.
Yes,
they should not, because they will get influenced by playoffs. They will. They do the NBA all the time, and it drives me nuts.
You can see they moved the needle, bro. He didn't play that many regular season games.
And that's why he shouldn't be in it.
I think maybe.
That's what I'm saying. You're taking out the integrity of it being a regular season award.
I mean, he has
by making him a finalist.
But the thing is,
I'm agreeing with you.
Especially MVP.
Is he like what's the name? They probably put into account he's undefeated with the 49ers. Plus, this rookie, like you look at his stats with these games, he looked pretty solid.
No, it's not about him looking solid, but dude's played the entire season, bro.
I know. I know. I don't think he's supposed to be there, but I'm just saying. I kind of see why they put him.
Listen, bro. I think people just need to be real with Brock Purdy. Y'all gonna call me a hater, but it is what it is. The whole 6-0 crap. I've been saying this whole time. It's not a coincidence when CMC in the running game wasn't going. The offense wasn't as good as it was in the regular season. Like I said this whole entire time, Brock Purdy had the benefit of having CMC in the running game being phenomenal when he was taken on in this starting role, which influenced some of his numbers. Like I said, in the playoffs,
every quarterback has an influence. Every quarterback has an influence.
What was that word you just said?
Like I said, what did you just say, bro?
I said the playoffs.
No. What did you?
What did it do to his numbers?
What did I say?
What'd you say?
Influence.
Oh, okay.
That's not what you said. Okay.
That's not what you said, though.
Something else, bro.
What did I say? I might have said.
We all heard something else.
Like affluent,
yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
Really?
It wasn't just me.
I swear to God.
You said influence. They saying influence
or something.
I said influence. Oh, my bad. I meant to say influence.
Yeah,
my bad. I meant to say it influences numbers a lot.
Now you're more fluent, bro.
Nah. That's nasty.
Now you're more fluent.
But it influences numbers a lot. And then against the Cowboys, like I said before, the Cowboys played a great game. They were able to stop the run, and their offense wasn't as good until towards the end of the game, the running game was starting to get things going. So he's great, but he's not that guy. Like,
let me add to that real quick. Dub, the thing with Purdy, he's very, very well coached, bro. If you watch him play, he plays within this box, within the confines of where Shanahan has him, bro. Like, people are like, oh man, he's a lot better with Kittle as opposed to Garoppolo. All of those is predicated off of the play action, bro. It ain't like the dude's like, oh, like all of it is scheme based, and Shanahan is doing a fantastic job of optimizing that. But when you play the caliber of Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, bro, that's not gonna be enough, bro. Like, you're gonna have to like especially if the Eagles get up ahead early, man, like he's gonna be put in a position to where he hasn't been.
Did they just find their new Jimmy G? Like, just doesn't.
He's better. I'm not gonna lie, he's better.
But Fluent, dude, that's a great question.
Brock Purdy is just as good as Dak Prescott, man.
Do you keep him? Do you see what's good with Trey Lance? Like, what the 49ers have a very interesting question to ask.
See, when you look at how good this roster is, Brock Purdy has to play very similar to Alex Smith. He has to be a perfect game manager. If he does not turn the ball over, they are damn near unstoppable. And that's what he's done, is he's protected football. Unlike Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, their job is to go out there and win the game. Brock Purdy's job as the 49ers quarterback is to not lose you the damn game, just like Dak Prescott did. Dak Prescott doesn't throw 2 picks, they win.
So
I agree with you.
They got several dogs, bro.
That's why I don't ever find Jimmy G so spectacular.
Listen, Dak Prescott is just a white Kirk Cousins, right, Trent?
Yeah. Because I'm not gonna lie, like Jimmy G, even with that run game being great, he still looked bad.
Nah,
still look bad.
That's why I never understood Dub. Like Dub, I had to once because G Baby kept. I remember when G Baby was on his Jimmy G top 15 agenda, he kept talking about.
Do you guys know why that is?
I looked at his playoffs. Nigga was whack. Like nigga was whack. He still whack.
He was lying on TV every time. I get so mad at him. I'm like, yo, you are lying on TV right now.
Next time you guys watch Jimmy G, I want you to pay attention to this. If his first read is not wide open, it's a wrap.
Wait, hold on. Like Tua?
OJ,
the play's done.
You're being gross.
You're just like the other one quarterback Tua, bro. You know that.
You already.
Hey, Trent, call your brother up. Bring him up.
Call your brother.
Call your brother up. Bring him up. You might as well. Bring him up.
Your brother, Trent. Y'all are wrong.
Hey, OJ, coming from an Alabama, fan such as yourself.
Oh, you're an Alabama fan too, OJ? Cornballs.
What do you feel about Tua tongue on the areola?
I think Tua is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league, bro. I think it's very accurate, and I think he's improved a lot in terms of reading the defenses and things of that nature. I think you do see some of his limitations, though, right? Like when he'll throw a 40-yard pass, and it's like he's thrown with everything he has. Like everything he has,
and it's still short.
Yo, what was that sound?
That's what he's doing.
But again, to me,
shouts
out to the McDaniels, the coach of the Dolphins. He's done such a phenomenal job in putting Tua in a position to succeed and to thrive, because he knows what Tua's talent is, and he's setting up the whole scheme for him to thrive, man. And a lot of coaches can't do that, bro.
Nah, but that ass though, like no bullshit, man. I know that's your boy and all and shit, but like, bro, like, come on, bro. That nigga's a one-read quarterback, bro.
Trent, you don't think Tua's a good quarterback?
Nah, he's like
not right.
Okay.
How you have 2,000-yard receivers and he'll one-read quarterback?
Come on, bro. What does that mean?
He's a two-read.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
They just swap.
You can still be a bro. I'm not gonna lie. You can still be an at quarterback with one of the best situations around you. Like he didn't have a top 5 receiver and a borderline top 10 receiver in Jalen Waddle. Come on, bro. Let's not do that. Like Jimmy G can look good with that, bro. Come on. He has speed demons, literally.
He got demons out there. He got 2 Ferraris out there, bro. He got 2 Ferraris.
2 Hellcats out there, bro.
Jimmy G can't look good with that. And we
think Jimmy G can't. You think a good?
Nah, he couldn't. He couldn't. Trent. He dead.
Bro, come on, bro. Derek Carr can look good with that. I'm sorry.
He didn't look good.
Derek Carr didn't look good with Devontae Adams. Shut your
I said he get 2 of them.
And that's your favorite receiver.
I said he get 2 of them.
Nah, you say come on now. Come on now.
Trent, check this out.
You think Daniel Jones can look good with 2 speed demons?
After what I saw last week, fuck.
Now we talking
Man,
about.
don't know, bro.
You moving the post. You moving the post.
Nah. Daniel Jones could do.
Daniel Jones.
Nah, he probably could. He could. I'm moving a post.
I don't think so. I ain't moving no fucking.
What you about to say?
Waiting to happen.
What you about to say?
Okay, hold on, real quick. Oh, hold on, OJ. So, Bama, you trying to tell me a nigga who just took 3 practice squad receivers to a playoff game with only Saquon is back,
and won that thing,
and won a playoff game. And won a playoff game. You telling me he would look good with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? Why you about to lie right now?
Because now it would be even more of a reason. It would be even a bigger highlighter to show how ass he is. At least you got practice squad's receivers. You got a practice squad QB. He's fucking ass.
Practice squad QB.
He is an accident waiting to happen.
Like fucking Tua.
Therefore, when you get him with those star receivers, you're gonna be sick because why didn't
so tell me
similar to Dak.
How is he an accident?
It's gonna be even more
was he an accident waiting to happen this season with these practice squad niggas? No, he wasn't. So stop lying.
And the reason why y'all lost, why did y'all lose? Why did y'all
what?
J-Rob,
he lost to the wait, hold on. He lost to the Eagles. He lost to the
top quarterback. They punished y'all real quarterback, Saquon. If Saquon don't get it going,
Bama, you sound dumb as shit.
I just want big brother. I just want to know: is Tua a 1-read quarterback, big brother? Let us know.
Is Tua a 1-read quarterback? I wouldn't go that far. However, what I will say is this. We've gotten here because there's been a whole lot of all right, I'm gonna just say it. There's been a whole lot of jerking off because he played at Alabama and because he came into that situation the way he did at Alabama, and Jalen Hurts at that time was so bad as a passer that he came in there and looked serviceable. And then all of a sudden, people just rose him up. Yes, he looks serviceable. Because let's keep it a stat about the history of Alabama quarterbacks. Up until recently, y'all ain't have no standards at quarterback, and
that's facts.
Don't say nothing about no Brady Croyle. Don't say nothing about no Brady Croyle or whatever.
Y'all standard for Alabama quarterback was 9 of 17. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. He handled the ball off 45 times, and it didn't matter because y'all won a national championship. That's good for y'all. I'm not mad at that because it worked.
AJ McCarron special.
Blake Sims.
Continue.
Well, I be jerking off.
J-Rob, you shouldn't be in this conversation. Ohio State quarterbacks suck.
Yeah, man, horrible.
My parents said we was the best.
Hold on. Let him go.
My point is this. The entire reason we're even having this conversation about Tua in the NFL is because, truthfully, he got done a disservice because what really should have happened is homie should have been probably a 2nd-round pick, maybe top of the 3rd-round pick on his actual talent, like physically. Because what he really was the first time y'all ever had a guy working in a spread offense. That was really what it was. Because before then, it was John Parker Wilson. It was Jacob Coker. It was Blake Sims. Like, y'all
were 300 yards in the national championship game, even though he had the ball off 42 times. But yeah, keep going.
That's beautiful. He was also throwing the ball. He was wide ass open. Every dude.
Miami. Just like how he do now. Throw the wide open ass niggas.
Yes. But
isn't that a wide receiver's job?
It's a wide
right. Could you not say that, Bama? Could you not say that?
But it is easy to throw in the NFL if they scot free, bro.
But all I'm saying, y'all crucifying him for throwing a wide open receiver, but wasn't Jamar Chase and
Justin? You said he was better than Justin Herbert.
LSU.
Wait,
we're talking about. But wasn't Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson open at LSU?
Joe Burrow.
That's all I'm saying.
Are not the same.
The argument gets just as nasty. We could get nasty with that.
You're trying to move the goalposts.
Don't deflect, bro. Don't deflect. We're talking about Alabama.
You're trying to hold something against Tua what every good team.
Don't deflect.
Every dominant team has. No. So we're gonna bring this back to what Tua hype got off of.
Wait.
Continue to get this nasty merch off. Come on.
It's not nasty. It's just
nasty ass merch.
It's just the truth, and I'm tired of people trying to make me feel some type of way that I'm not going to not believe my eyes. That's what this boils down to. As an evaluator, that's just what it is. I'm not going to not believe my eyes anymore.
You just need cat bags.
The man should have never been put up the way he was. The same way there are a lot of people saying that Trevor Lawrence was a can't miss prospect coming out of college, and I didn't agree with that one as a I didn't agree with that either. Like,
whoa, wait. No. That's way different. Trevor Lawrence had never lost. Trevor Lawrence was a winner.
Bro, you're missing a lot of context, bro. Like, you're missing so much context. You act like Tua wasn't being sabotaged by Flores the whole time, flirting with Deshaun Watson every offseason, clearly showing that he didn't trust him, clearly showing he didn't. You don't think that messes with the psyche of a quarterback, bro? Like, we need to add context to this stuff.
But also, I'm not
like, you guys act like he got.
Yeah, but also, OJ, you also get to see this quarterback every single day in practice, and you know everything he is in practice. They weren't flirting with Deshaun for no reason. Go ahead, Trey.
You being hella nasty because you play football, J-Rob. Y'all are really being nasty because if the coach don't fuck with you, no matter what you do in practice, bro, he just not going to
You're right. Okay, that's a fact.
Because Vince Young went through the same situation with Jeff Fisher. However,
he almost wanted to commit suicide.
Yes.
Vince Young said that.
Yes.
So that show you.
Okay, cool. Vince Young had more talent in his left arm than Tua has in his entire body.
But they still had the same story. They both They both had the same story. Both of them teams started off 0-8 winless, and then they came back with 7 straight wins, 8 straight wins. Both scenarios.
Go out, draft a Jalen Waddle type player, then turn around and pay for a Tyreek Hill type player. Like, that's not a thing.
You know they had Chris Johnson, right?
All right, cool.
The fastest player in the NFL.
All right, cool.
Similar situation.
You're talking about receivers, my boy. You're not talking about running backs.
Talking
about receivers.
Chris Johnson had receiver that game?
Wait. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna cut to the chase.
And we can have more talent in that left arm, man. Respect.
All I'm saying is this: Tua is basically a more efficient with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Wait, say it louder again. Trey, say it louder again. Say
that again. Efficient version of Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what he is. And I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is worth it.
That's crazy.
I'm about to transfer to
Ooh, this thing just gets spicy, bro.
I genuinely don't understand.
Oh, Trey, a Jimmy G comp is so tough, bro.
Nasty.
Why?
That's horrible.
No, it's so tough. No, I'm not going against what you said. I really love what you're saying, but
bro,
I have a big issue with Jimmy G. So the fact that you're comparing him to
Jimmy Garoppolo had all the weapons and looked average. Tua is at least look like above.
No, it's like Tua would have been an MVP version of Jimmy Garoppolo.
I mean, he did just say he's a more efficient version of him. So I mean,
I said more efficient.
Nah, bro, that's a horrible.
But Jimmy G is so bad.
You have to be more than efficient to be top 5 in the MVP voting.
My nigga, how long did that last?
I'm sorry. They sent me to the shadow realm.
Last, bro.
I'm sorry.
Like week and a half.
Come on, bro.
Whole week and a half.
Don't bring the top 5 MVP in week 5, my nigga.
Jimmy G never had that.
Don't bring
Jimmy G never had that,
5, bro.
But you're being nasty because Jimmy G never had that in.
Okay, I get it, but my nigga,
he never was talking about like that.
Hold up, Trent and Bama. To clarify for Jimmy G, in 2019, we're not going to forget. He had like 4,000 yards and 27 and 13. He had a pretty good season in 2019. He did have that. He definitely had that. He had a really good year. I remember that. That was the year when San Francisco and the Rams had a shootout in 2019. You remember that?
All I'm saying is this.
Why is Trey acting like this?
He can function in this offense. I'm not saying he can't. Hell, I was just with y'all a couple of nights ago talking about the freaking San Francisco offense. It's the same one. It's a little bit different in Miami, but it's
pretty much. San Francisco's offense is the same as Miami?
No, the scheme is pretty much the same. The personnel is completely different.
Nah. I'm not gonna let you get away with that, bro. I'm not gonna let you get away with that.
Why? What do you mean? What do you mean?
San Francisco's whole scheme is running the ball and power running and all that crap.
Play action.
Miami's whole thing, what they try to do.
Oh my goodness! You're not hearing him, bro.
Attack. Like they destroy you.
You're not hearing him, bro. You're not hearing him. Bama, stop shaking your head. You know exactly what Trey meant.
Let him finish. Hold up, J-Rob. Let him finish.
I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish
it's a branch off the same tree. Yes, Mike McDaniels is his own coach, so he has his own philosophies and the ways he wants to run his team. So yeah, because of the personnel and because what he wants to do, yes, things might be a little less run heavy than they are. But the scheme, he literally was just working for them last year.
No. The scheme of the San Francisco 49ers, their foundation is through the running game. The foundation of the Dolphins is through their passing attack, bro.
It's still not the same kind of zone.
You say that, bro. You don't know football, bro.
That's why that offense looks so slow.
What are we talking about, quarterback? 49ers' entire identity is in running the game and establishing the running game.
And then play action drags by the tight end.
Passing attack. Nah, bro. You're not gonna get away with that one, bro. Come on, man. Just take it back, bro. Just take it back.
I'm not taking it back. That wasn't
say what you about to say, Trey.
Like, I'm not taking it back. No, if you seriously think that just because this man is actually a really good coach and knows how to mold his game plans against good people and also molding it around his own personnel, that doesn't mean that it's not from the same tree.
Players still got to execute though.
So let me ask you this, OJ. Let me ask you this: the foundation of the sky.
I'm saying, yes, it's a different branch, but they're all from the same tree. It might look a little different.
It's the West Coast offense, Trey. Just tell him that. It's the West Coast offense, bro. That is the foundation. It's the West Coast offense. Kyle runs it a little bit more run heavy. Mike McDaniel runs it a little bit more pass heavy.
Do you know what the West Coast offense
even is? The scheme is the West Coast
bootlegs and shit. Nigga, that has nothing to do with no fucking run game. You talking about bootlegs and all this rollouts and shit. That's the West Coast offense.
Kyle
shut up.
Kyle should have his daddy started
based off what he just said.
They won the West Coast offense with more, like to OJ's point though, with more run elements. It is a run-heavy scheme, but it is a West Coast offense, bro. They run the ball heavy to OJ's point. That's a fact, bro.
You guys are getting very technical. You guys are very technical, but at the end of the day, ask yourself this. What do the 49ers like to do in offense in order to
win? Run the football.
What do the Dolphins like to
run
do?
the football.
How do they do it? Like, what are we talking?
It's simple, not that black and white. How you trying to make it seem, though? That's what my brother's trying to. It's not that black.
Your brother's trying to say that they do it's the same offense done in different ways. He's saying like schematically what that offense is a West Coast offense. One guy's running the shit more towards a pass-heavy package. The other guy's running different, but the foundation of the offense is
the reason why I think literally. Hold on. I want to hear Bama. What he has to say. Bama, go ahead.
It's a fact, bro.
The reason why I'm trying to tell y'all is that the sole difference in the reason why you're trying to say, oh, it's the same, but it's a little bit different. Well, when you put it towards how OJ put it, the only person that's going to be able to knock that offense is the quarterback. Versus if we run it the whole time, basically, I am taking everything out of the quarterback hands and do not fuck this up for me. So it is not the same thing. So to say that Jimmy G and Tua is the same thing when they have solely complete different responsibilities within the realms of that same offense. Fuck it. All right, cool. We go. I agree with you niggas. It's inside the same realm.
The schemes are still the same, bro.
The same scheme. But like I said, it is slightly tweaked to where y'all boys, wherever y'all love.
That's exactly what I just said.
Y'all niggas so ass. Matter of fact, Jimmy G is so ass, they got to put one of his receivers at running back in order to make him more effective. Shut the fuck up. Take all of that shit back, dude. Like, matter of fact, mute these niggas, man. What that boy Tigger said, mute these niggas, man. They got to put these new receivers at running back. Y'all talking about what I
said. Nigga, that's the bro.
Shame on y'all, bro.
What I said, though.
On national
I didn't disagree with anything you said about that offense.
You're being emotional. You just said what J-Rob just said, bro.
This is exactly what I just said.
Even within the 49ers offense, bro, you guys you realize that even within the 49ers offense, when Jimmy G is under the helm, bro, George Kittle becomes an
remedial as hell.
Yes,
remedial as hell for Jimmy G.
He becomes a tight end, bro. That's just a change in their own
everybody just missed the whole more efficient part. Or are y'all just being so emotional and so fucking like gung ho behind fucking Tua because his ass went to Alabama that y'all can't hear.
No, honestly, bro, it's not even about.
I'm a Michigan fan. I give a shit about Alabama.
I didn't say they're exactly the same.
Go State.
I said they're.
Go State.
I give a shit about Alabama. And
he said he's a more efficient, bro. Like,
I literally said he's a more efficient version.
That is, man.
No, it's not that crazy. I'm sorry if you don't like it. I don't know what.
I'm sorry. Tua is not like who y'all. Tua, you the one who be smoking that crack.
The only thing you just be tripping on Tua,
bro. You be the same. Hey, Bama, you be the same. Bama, I'm sorry. I don't hold you. I don't nut hug Tua and put him in categories that he's not supposed to. Because you the one who say he's close to Justin Herbert, which is fucking ridiculous.
He did still in the Super Bowl. He's the only motherfucker I've ever seen.
Here's the thing, though. You guys have to understand something. Regardless of what you say, Tua is a good quarterback. Garoppolo is not. Full stop.
He's solid. Tua's solid. He's solid.
I wouldn't say.
He's solid, and Jimmy G's ass.
I'd say.
But to me, that's not the same thing as saying that he's a more efficient Jimmy G. Though those are two completely different trains of thoughts.
Well, I think when I watch Tua play, especially I think he's a one read ass nigga. If he don't got his one read, he looks fucked up. A lot of them games.
You know what I think, bro? I think you guys are adding a little bit of sauce on it just for Bama.
How sauce, bro? Come on, we don't want to talk about Tua.
Okay,
no sauce.
He's a good quarterback, bro.
I don't have any reason.
Especially in the red zone. You can't deny Tua in the red zone.
Okay, look. This is literally everything you talking about. Like knocking him in the red zone. Yes, we know he's good in the red zone. Why? Because he's efficient. Did I literally not just say this?
No, he is elite in the red zone.
He's
elite. Elite. Him. So the efficiency, you acting like the efficiency is just like something that goes back to the player. It is a reason why Jimmy G can't be that efficient in the red zone because Jimmy G is not Tua. He is
my Bama.
Because based off, hold on, time out. Wait, no, we're gonna finish it right here. Because what you just called Tua a one read, that is what Jimmy G is. To be as efficient as Tua is in the red zone, you can't be a one.
He's a more efficient Jimmy G.
More efficient. He's a one-read quarterback. No,
he is. My nigga,
how can you be efficient and be a one-read quarterback?
Because he's in a great system around him, bro. He's dumb.
I didn't say nothing about no one.
I did, Trey. I did.
Trey.
I did.
I did.
Trey's the person.
Both of y'all wild as hell, man.
And you shut the fuck up.
Both of y'all wild as hell.
Hey Trey, I do want to ask you this. Like, I don't think we've ever asked you this before. What quarterbacks are better than Tua? I want you to name me off a list.
Jeez.
In the NFL.
Pre-video.
Uh-oh.
I'll be hard pressed if you can name.
And I want you. And I listen. Even if you're thinking about it, I just want you to commit to it. You been standing on your ground the whole episode.
All right, go ahead. Start the cap, Trey.
He said start the cap.
This man said start the cap. All right, y'all gotta fucking relax, bro. It's fucking Tua. Like, come on, bro.
Trey, before you get started, I just want to say one thing real quick. Y'all gotta be consistent, bro. You guys are the same people that's gonna sit up here and be like, "Oh yeah, man, look at Josh Allen. Look what Diggs did to him."
No.
Look at Herbert. Look at AJ Brown.
I've been hard on Josh Allen, baby.
Time out. Wait, come on. Wait, hold on. Wait, can you repeat? LJ, can you repeat that for me?
My logic is this, man. I've heard you guys on here talk about how Jalen Hurts got a lot better because of the addition of
I say Josh Allen's Diggs dependent.
For Josh Allen and Diggs and stuff. But now tonight, you guys are discrediting Tua for having
Josh Allen is Diggs dependent,
bro.
Okay. It's literally on a TikTok clip. I say
Trent Allen said that. Yeah, Trent did say that.
I said that too.
That's my whole thing, bro. Like,
NJ
quarterbacks get better with better talent. That goes across the board. Don't take away from Tua because he got Hill and he's open. Like, you basically said, "Oh yeah, I'm not impressed." Like, he's throwing to wide open players. Well, I mean,
he was in college.
AJ Brown gets open too.
Who were butt ass open, like naked, running
naked, bro. They was naked.
You got your quarterbacks. You got your quarterbacks ready.
All right, let's go through just a list of guys.
I don't need any explanations.
And I'm gonna hold my fingers up. For
obviously, Mahomes. Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, obviously. Here.
He's struggling already.
Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what the giggling is for because Aaron Rodgers is still better than Tua at this point.
Facts. You just gotta find the list.
I know you just searching for that lifesaver right now. They gotta throw that.
You know what? Here. Trey.
I'm with you, bro. I'm
gonna name off. I'm gonna name off the names for you. I'm gonna name off the names. I just need a yes or no. I just need a yes or no from you.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
All right, Mahomes.
Yes.
Josh Allen.
Yes.
Joe Burrow.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Justin Herbert.
Yes.
Trevor Lawrence.
Yes.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah. It's
Tom Brady.
No.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray.
I don't know about that one.
Huh?
Right. Jared Goff.
I'm taking Tua over Dak for sure.
No. So no Kyler Murray. You're not committing to Kyler Murray.
I don't know about Kyler.
No problem. We'll do Justin Fields.
Yes.
Jared Goff.
What?
You didn't know what's coming.
Hold on. I need to go through this.
I'm iconic, bro.
All right.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Wait, you said Jared Goff already, right?
Yeah, but
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but
Daniel Jones.
They might be in the same. They might be in the same tier.
They in the same tier. They in the same tier.
They might be in the same realm.
They in the same tier.
I don't like. Look, you know me. I don't think Daniel Jones is good.
Wow. They in the same tier.
Daniel Jones is good at all. And
we'll get to Daniel Jones next, but Deshaun Watson.
His career previously, I'm gonna have to say yes, but I'm not gonna lie to you. The games that I saw of him this year, he didn't look good, like at all.
Okay.
I got you. Derek Carr. I got you, Derek Carr.
Yeah, but it's still.
And last, I got you. Last one, Geno Smith.
I can't. That was hard because Geno was a backup who lit it up, and Tua has had 1 year where I was like, "Oh,
look at Ben. You think you about to say yes, nigga?"
He's waiting for it.
Can you rewind the Derek Carr answer again? What did he say?
I said yes.
You said Derek Carr is better than Tua?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not jacking that.
Don't do that because then you lose all your credibility. Don't do that.
No. Fluent. You want to know when?
Yeah, Trey, that's OD, Trey.
This is when he lost.
Derek Carr is black.
He hesitated. He hesitated on Kyler Murray. And then he said Goff is better.
Yeah, that one.
I said yeah.
Jared Goff is better than Tua.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. No matter how y'all like it or not,
you watching games. OJ, you watch a lot of football. Jared Goff had a
Jared Goff had
a good year, but
Jared Goff had a hell of a year.
Jared Goff did have a good year.
And Tua didn't have a good year.
You guys have Goff.
Also, think of the circumstances too, OJ. That he's in Detroit.
I wouldn't pick Goff, but Goff did have a great year.
Jared Goff did have a damn good year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
J-Rob specifically, is Goff better than Kyler Murray?
Say that again.
Is Goff better than Kyler Murray?
To me, right now, yes, he is.
Wow. All right.
I just think Kyler Murray has some things. I was a big Kyler Murray fan, but I think there are some things in his game he does have to get better at. Like, I don't think Kyler Murray's good at calling out defenses. He don't call out blitzes to me too often. I don't think he always takes the easy shots. I think he spends too much time in the pocket trying to make stuff happen and be a playmaker. Which
he plays backyard ball for a long time.
You can't play backyard football for too long. I do think he needs a.
He's a one-read merchant.
He needs a one-read merchant. I do think too. A lot to Bama's point. I do think a lot of times Kyler Murray loses that first read, and goes and resorts to being an improviser instead of going through a
They just want to react. Y'all not gonna get
for me.
Y'all just want a reaction. Y'all not gonna get.
I like Jared Goff right now.
Stop trying to don't do this with Kyler because you the same nigga who said Jameis Winston is better than him. You lost all your credibility. Talk about Kyler Murray. Stop talking about Kyler Murray with this shit, bro. You said Jameis Winston.
I haven't heard this man. I haven't heard that man Jameis Winston in a minute.
I heard Jameis Winston's name in a minute.
I did say Derek Carr was better. I said Derek Carr was better, but
He did say that.
Jameis Winston lost a lot of heat.
I'd rather hear Jameis over Kyler.
Jameis is a fucking draft buzz. He's shitty.
Wait, both y'all relax. Let's go back to Kyler Murray thing because I need to explain myself as a Texan. I feel bad saying it. Like, as somebody who's born and raised in Texas, this man might legitimately be the greatest high school football player that has ever come out of our state. So please don't get it fucked up. I'm not trying to disparage this man. All I'm saying is I do not know what to do with a 5'9" quarterback whose entire get down is air raid. Your coach, up until this point in your career, literally was hired because what you function in best is an air raid system. He comes into the league, the experiment fails, he is fired, and now I don't know what to do with you because, yes, you are extremely talented. Like, if you want to talk about guys pound for pound, like, who are just, like, the most athletically gifted in the league, that dude might be number one. But I don't know what to do with a 5'9" quarterback who I've only seen play in an air raid system. And now you don't have an air raid coach. Are they going to hire another college guy? I do not fucking know. So I don't know what to do with this dude. I don't.
But I think if you get a guy like Sean Payton, maybe a Byron Leftwich, guys who understand the NFL game. I think the biggest issue with what happened in Arizona was you got a coach that never called an offense in an NFL. Never seen what it's like. There's a lot of different rules in the NFL that's different from college football. I personally think he needed one of those type of coaches.
And I put this more at the end of the day, this might just be a function of his actual physical limitations because he is 5'9". Shorter guys don't ever do well like going across the middle of the field in terms of throwing. It's harder for them to see those lanes. It shows up in Russell Wilson's game. If you want to watch the film, if you want to check the advanced stats, it both matches. That's just the reality of it.
But then how do guys like Drew Brees be so successful for so many years? And he's about 5'11". He's 5'11".
Drew Brees is the damn anomaly. People keep
People
keep bringing up Drew Brees like it was like, oh, okay, cool. After we got this motherfucker in here who was 5'11" and 3/4 and was throwing on his tiptoes every time he threw the damn ball. Now we just saw a slew of motherfuckers who are under 6 feet who did it. No, he's the exception, not the rule. Just because it happened.
But Russ for so many years, Trey.
Russ functioned making plays with his legs and throwing outside the numbers.
True.
That is true.
I don't want to give up on Kyler, bro. I do like Kyler's game.
Let me ask you guys a question, though.
All I'm saying is I don't know what to do with him. The reason why I still put him I don't know what to do with him versus Tua, because even with Tua, I know his limitations, but I also know what I can do with him.
But Tua's also like 5'11", 6 foot.
But let me ask you a question, though.
Tua's like 6 foot.
People, what is it going to take for Tua to change your opinion on him to where he's what Trey, you said he's solid, he's all right to get from all right to like,
he got to win. He just got to win, OJ. OJ got to win full season and got to win.
To your point, Bama, I heard that little snide ass comment. I mean, no, he doesn't have to throw. He doesn't have to throw 80.
Okay, but I feel what you're saying now.
Accurately throwing a 40 or 50. What's
scary? What I don't like about Tua, I felt like even if Skylar Thompson they didn't play, I feel like his arm was gonna fuck up the
first and foremost.
Because them throws that he was getting bet out on the regular season by Tyreek Hill and Waddle having to come back making great ass catches, that's just not gonna rock in the playoffs.
Fam, if Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle didn't leave their hands in Miami, they would have won with Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson was
chill out.
And
if Tyler Huntley tried to not be Michael Jordan from Space Jam at the goal line, they'd be They would have made it to the next round.
If Tua's not hurt, he plays that game. They probably beat the Bills, and all of a sudden, like the trajectory of this conversation is probably.
I got you.
It changes. I agree.
I'm gonna go ahead.
OJ got to win, bro. It changes the narrative.
I gotta go ahead and get into some super chats right now. Lamar to Miami. Does anybody think that this is a good possibility?
If that happens,
that's not gonna happen.
If that happens, they're going to the Super Bowl.
That would be wonderful in like Madden, but it's not gonna happen in real life.
Got you. Next
I'm hearing Lamar to Atlanta, but that's what
I don't want that. That's terrible.
No, you know what? Don't fall for that one. Don't fall for that one. That was some news guy or sports guy that was asked to make a bold prediction. That ain't happening.
It doesn't even make any sense though. Like,
he's not going to Atlanta. He's not going to.
Did you from Chris? Matt. Did you not see Tua at the end of the season?
Yeah, he was mid as fuck, but I can't even get him on the Packers game because the nigga was fucking concussed.
Brain was scrambled. All right, I'm gonna get to our probably next topic of the day, bro.
He actually was good in that game.
No, the fuck he wasn't.
It was just the second half.
No,
the first. See, he's finna lie on national TV again.
He was all right.
The first quarter, he was.
He played one good quarter.
14 for 17, 200 and some yards, 2 touchdowns.
He played one good quarter of football.
It was after the first half. It was after the first half was when he threw all of those picks.
Yeah, he played one good quarter of football, bro. I'm not about to talk about
after the first half.
I'm not about to talk about a one.
Y'all just like to lie again. We're just gonna continue
to
lie on national TV.
One quarter of football, bro. We might as well just move it on.
Story tell. Niggas just like to get up here and cap.
I'm not about to talk about it on first half, bro. Sorry to tell you, bro.
3 picks, another super chest. 3 picks.
That's a wallet, man.
3 picks ain't good. My quick question I want to ask the panel is, it's been a lot of debates, a lot of teams that overperformed, a lot of teams that underperformed. But I am curious to know, who is everybody's coach of the year? Who should be top 3 coach of the year voting? I think this is something that is really up for grabs for a lot of
Doug
people.
Peterson.
There we go.
Doug Peterson, 100%.
It comes down to 2 people. It's Doug Peterson or Sirianni. But
out of all the coaches,
Brian Dable, Doug Peterson.
One simple reason, he's done the most with the least. Bro, the Jags don't even have a Pro Bowler or someone a first. All pro.
None.
That's cool and all. That's cool and all. Get that shit.
Where's the first?
He had the hardest. Out of all them, I'm not gonna lie. Me personally, out of all the coaches' job, he had the hardest job.
Nick Sirianni. Those are the 3 guys.
Doug, to answer your question, I'm picking.
Guys win. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Outside of these 3, it don't.
Who's the 3?
I
didn't hear.
Ryan Daboll, Doug Peterson, Nick Sirianni.
Oh, I forgot about Daboll.
I'm going to take Doug Peterson. I picked him right before the season started after summer when everybody said I was out of my fucking mind. And I'm going to ride that wave all the way through because Doug Peterson shows you. To me, Doug Peterson is the epitome of coaching matters in football, bro.
Facts.
Coaching matters, bro.
And he optimizes all of these players, bro. Like he's getting a 10 out of all of them, man.
Out of everybody, bro.
There's not a bad option between those 2. Either way is correct. It's just which one do you find more correct?
I will go Dable too. I could say Dable too, but I think the degree of difficulty is harder in Jacksonville.
I'm going to side.
I don't think. See, I think New York is. I think New York is harder, bro. Like when you take a
you guys are forgetting one. You guys are forgetting one because the 3 are all saying Dable had Daniel Jones, good quarterback for the whole season. Peterson had Trevor Lawrence for the whole entire season. And what was it? Sirianni had Hurts for the whole entire season. Kyle Shanahan had to go through 3 different starting quarterbacks and kept that team 13-4. And now they're playing in the NFC Championship game. I know it's not supposed to be about the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan is going to get some.
But the problem with Shanahan,
my vote is for Peterson. Shanahan's going to get some votes.
Honorable mention on Pete Carroll.
That's a very valid.
Pete Carroll deserves some consideration too, Ben. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yo,
I just think
Pete Carroll probably did his best coaching job this year.
I think Dable
probably did his best. I agree with that.
Like no bias, like dead ass. I think because out of all the rosters,
OJ.
The Giants have the worst roster out of all of them. He has like a bottom 7 roster, bro. Like he literally took that shit to the practice.
But my thing is like I've never seen a team go from a joke to the second round of the playoffs in 1 year, Trent. They went from a joke.
Cincinnati Bengals.
You might be right. You might be right that the Giants had a bad roster, but at the same time, they had their starting quarterback who'd been there for a couple of years, and he was healthy the whole season. And they did have Saquon Barkley, who's going to the Pro Bowl.
And going to win comeback player of the year, probably.
If I'm correct, Jacksonville has no Pro Bowlers, correct?
None.
There wasn't a lot of controversy with the Giants in the sense that, yes, their team, I agree, the roster isn't great, but the guys that they had and their stars, the people that they relied on, that defense, Saquon, were there. And they were
better than what the Jacksonville has. And they also have a lineman. The Giants have a lineman that's a stud. He's really good. I forgot his name, but
Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be a stud. Man, I got some dudes. I think the only issue with the 49ers fluence is like that, and this is like so stupid of a reason, but I think that offense is so plug and play that nobody's going to even like think about it because that offense is so like OJ, and both of us said here, like you're not going into that offense trying to win games. Just hand this rock off, run these play actions, and get us out of here, bro.
Yeah, not only that, the one thing I'll say about the 49ers, the reason why I don't think they're in contention, if someone were to tell me at the beginning of the year the 49ers are going to be at this point with this record, I'd be like, okay, cool, I'll buy it. Even with Garoppolo, I'll buy it.
Even
you tell me that with the Giants, you tell me that with Jacksonville and the Eagles, I'm like, no way. Like, so
and that's why I said that's why I had Peterson, because I think he took the messiest ship and turned it around the most. That's why I said my vote's Peterson. I'm just saying there are going to be people that look at Shanahan and be like, man, he went through Trey Lance, Jimmy G, Purdy, and yes, he had the defense, but man, he had a lot to deal with.
Bro, to me, don't forget the second best coach in the league.
Don't forget Debo wasn't really excited coming into the season, right?
Would you say OJ?
I said Kyle Shanahan, in my opinion, is the second best coach in the league.
I can't get behind that. He has to win He has to win it. He has to win it, bro.
I don't.
Second best next to who?
Yo, Kyle Shanahan is the king. Is to me right now. That is 28. He is 28-3. Can't get over the 28-3. And personally, when they were dominating the Chiefs, you had to just run that football. You trying to take shots, and that thing got out of hand. And you try to put your faith into Jimmy G to make a big play for you, even though you know
appreciate that by the way.
Not him. That is not who he is. That was never going to be
not fair though, bro.
It is fair. It is fair.
Bro, it's Jimmy G, man. Like at the end of the day in the NFL,
he paid for that. He wanted
that. There's a recipe to winning a Super Bowl. You have to either have an elite quarterback or you have an elite defense with a decent quarterback. If you don't have those two, bro, for the most part, you're not gonna win a Super Bowl.
I don't disagree with that, but
you don't need an elite defense. You need a top 10 scoring defense with a running game and or an elite quarterback.
And that defense has, and I'll add one more caveat. That defense has to be able to pass rush consistently. But yeah,
I think Sean McVay is a better football coach.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes, Sean McVay can't beat him.
Y'all gonna call me a hater again, bro. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, when you look at the Giants, like I get the hometown love, Trent, but like the Giants only beat two teams with an above 500 record, right? And on top of that, they had literally one of the worst conference records, and they went 4-7 in their own conference.
NFC East.
Huh?
So did the whole NFC East.
I'm just saying, like, we're talking about coach of the year, like
that's a mute point to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I get it's a new point, but they only beat two teams with above 500.
I like it though, Dub. I like it.
You feel me? Like, what we gonna do?
Hold on. Time out. Wait, Dub. We did a whole NFC East predictions. J-Rob, y'all had us winning like 3-2 games.
I had y'all being last. I had y'all finish last.
I had y'all winning 5.
I had y'all finish.
What kind of point was it?
Huh?
What kind of point? Mute?
Yes.
It's not
like
a
MUTE? Moot. M-O-O-T. It's a moot point.
This nigga trying to be the goddamn English Gremlin shit.
Dude. If you're gonna be
in my
English
house, professor.
More fluent.
All right, go ahead.
In my opinion, Dan Campbell, what he did with the Lions was a bit more impressive than me. If we're gonna be real,
that was impressive.
Yes, but he got to get to the playoffs though, Doug.
Yeah, but he
I'll give him the playoffs. The playoffs gotta matter.
They literally had the same record. It's just what's his name? It's just what's his name? No. It's just the Giants had a tie with the Redskins, which is why they made the playoffs. If they didn't have that tie, the Lions would be in the playoffs, not the Giants.
That's very true. That's very true. And they knocked off Aaron Rodgers.
But we doing it ain't happened.
I don't care if it happened. If it's one game difference, it's not moving me. It's not moving me. It's not moving me though, Trent. Why is one win? One win's not moving me.
Not today, bro.
What the fuck was that analogy?
Depends how she identifies, Trent. It depends.
The same point you said. Listen, the same point you said. One win difference is not moving me. It's not even a win. It's like a half a win.
Okay. To be honest with you,
hold on. Let me just tell you something about Dan. Let me just tell you something about Dan Campbell. Just to take him off. Do you know when the last time a coach has had not double-digit wins and won Coach of the Year?
When was the last time?
It happened once in 1990. So that's why Dan Campbell's probably not going to be 90 and then 82. So it's been like
who's the coach? Who's the coach?
Jimmy Johnson with the Cowboys went 7-9. He was in 1990. He was the last coach with single-digit wins to win a Coach of the Year. So it's probably not going to be Dan Campbell.
Well, I like that. It won't be the Giants as well. It won't be the Giants as well then.
But then the year before, did they go like 2-14?
I just don't want
They went 3-14.
They were 1-15 the year before.
Yeah, it was
time ball not winning.
All right, so check me out. The reason why I say it got to be Nick Sirianni. All right, the season before they got their ass spanked in the playoffs. They rebuttal.
Here goes
the front office. Hold on, wait. They front office adds pieces to the point to where it puts expectation and pressure on the team. Everyone says now with all the additions, AJ Brown, all these linemen, draft picks, all this. What did everybody say? They said, man, the only question is the quarterback. He made Jalen Hurts. Arguably, if he did not get hurt, Jalen Hurts will be the MVP winner this year. Also, on top of that, top of that, when Jalen Hurts played, the Eagles had the NFL in a fucking chokehold. Headlock. So, if we're going to talk about Coach of the Year, to go from getting skunked in the playoffs to having the NFL in a headlock the whole game.
But
come on,
look
man.
at Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson walked in on the worst situation.
Worst situation, bro.
And
no
also,
expectations, though. No expectations.
And they started the year 1-6.
No,
and then came back to make it in. So yes, they had no expectations, but Nick Sirianni is building off of what was already there. Doug Peterson had to clean house and change the entire landscape of that organization.
No, don't do that. Nick Sirianni is a part of that Eagles rebuild as well. We're not doing that.
Wait.
Stop. That whole
rebuild.
Stop.
What you mean rebuild?
From last year to this year?
Added AJ Brown.
No. When we got rid of Doug Peterson, we did not have this team that we have right now. Nick Sirianni is part of this team being what it is today, from last season's and the years before. What are we doing?
It's from last year to this year.
Wait.
No, I don't care.
Let me get in on this.
Whoa.
Hold on, real quick. From top to bottom, is there a team in the NFL that's more talented than the Eagles? I want Dub to answer this.
Probably the 9.
That's why I got to say to that.
Exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is this. Last year, your coach was Nick Sirianni. It was not Urban Meyer. End of discussion.
Facts.
Facts. Before Brian Daboll, it was Joe Judge.
Oh, you acting like
also facts.
They paid Zay Jones, who proved to be good. They paid Christian Kirk, who proved to be good.
But we were sleeping on them.
They paid Travis Etienne.
It was still the Jags.
Hey, Dub, let me ask you a question. Who do we sign?
I knew Christian Kirk was like that.
Hey, Dub. Hey, who the Giants sign?
You guys talking about Christian Kirk? Ain't nobody was like, oh, they got Christian Kirk until right now.
Everybody was clowning him.
He top 30 as fuck. He top 30, bro. Stop.
Okay, Dub, my fault. He's top 30. He's 28.
Thank you, Chad. Now you see what I be trying to tell you. 85 and the 83, what be the difference?
He's 28.
He's 28. What be the difference? I don't care. I was right.
Zay Jones is not mid, bro. Chill one.
Oh, J-Rob, that's another one I was right about.
I guarded that man in college. He was getting off.
You said Zay Jones is not what? He's not good?
He's nice, though. When I guarded him in college, to me, he was dumb nice.
What position you were a linebacker?
I played corner.
Corner, okay.
He played Chase as A. Jones. Is what he.
I was chasing. Now that game, my safety was putting me in cover 2. Shout out to my safety. I was a freshman. He knew to chill out. You feel me? Don't do that to me. And at the time, Fluent, he had just broke the record for most receptions in Division I. So I'm like, they got me out there. I'm like, damn, y'all gonna put the young buck
Put him on an island.
On the phenom. I'm like, what's going on? Like,
they thought you was Revis. They thought you was Darrell Revis.
Hold on, my question to y'all, why isn't like Andy Reid getting some love in this conversation as well?
Same reason.
Because he's expected. Mike Tomlin and Andy
Reid. Yeah, not true.
I'll tell you what.
The only person
they will value improvement year over year, right? That's why Gable's going to get a look. 5 more games than last year. Doug Peterson, 6 more wins than last year. Now in the playoffs, they'll look at those things. They'll look at those things. Like if Andy Reid wins 12-13 games, they start to forget about them. Even though you're right, he probably did a better job this year without Tyreek Hill spreading out that offense. Yeah, he probably did.
The only person
you think you get expectation bias, Fluent?
Bro, I think so.
The only person who for real doubted the Chiefs is Mr. Top Right over there, telling me they was gonna go 9-8. Nobody ever doubted the Chiefs. Come on, let's be real. Let's be real.
And you just being
I can't believe he said that, though.
Other than one person who knew that Denver would stink, you thought in that.
Yeah, I had a winning. Yo, Ben, we picked him to win a division.
I was with you on the Denver.
Were you with me on that one? Okay, you were with me on that one.
I said Denver was going to be terrible.
I think me and Ben picked him to win a division.
I had Broncos last.
Hey, J-Rob.
Wrong as hell.
At the Broncos. Add the Broncos again to the list.
Yeah, okay, that's going on the list. That's going on the list. Because I was wrong as hell.
J-Rob gonna try to come at me and shit, bro. Like I'm not always right.
Bro, all right.
I'm always right. No, I'm putting this down your throat. Pause.
Hey, that's too much for pause, bro. Pause has its limits. Bro. That's too much.
Come on.
No homo, man.
Whoa. I do not roll that way, my brother.
I said no homo.
I'm talking about that question. What was that?
Wait,
Michael.
What up, fellas? From
Mahomes.
It's About Damn Time. Shout out to him. What up, fellas? Would you take prime Falcons, Mike Vick, or championship Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes?
Are you serious?
This is a question.
Can I say something real quick?
Hey, thanks for the $5.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thanks for the bread, though.
Can I say something real quick, Dub? Can I say something real quick? I'm not gonna lie to you. Michael Vick is one of the most overrated. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care. I do not care. Overrated quarterback.
Michael Vick, Allen Iverson.
Bro. J-Rob. J-Rob. Hear me out. I swear to God, Michael Vick is the Allen Iverson of fucking NFL. Bro.
I just said that. Yeah,
mean nostalgia with him, crazy, and niggas don't lie about his game. We got Mookie,
he went
and all
to
these
jail.
niggas lying to us. Oh,
circumstances are different. He went to prison in the prime of his career. He went to prison in the prime of his career.
Two things.
Don't do that.
I don't think they rate him as high as you think it does. And
no, people, bro.
Michael,
when you say overrated, where do you think people rate him when you say overrated?
Here's my thing. I'll put it like this. Because I don't have an exact rank of Michael Vick. If you think Michael Vick's better than Pete Lamar, you're overrated. Period. That's how I think about it. If you think Michael Vick's better than Pete Cam, I think you overrated him.
But the reason they compare him to Lamar Jackson is because of their athleticism, bro. Not because of the totality of the game.
Can we?
Michael Vick was the first quarterback ever to run like he ran, and like I'm talking about, like the Vikings in between, in the middle of the field.
Okay,
he was sensational. So that's what
I know. He set the foundation. That's what's up. Niggas
nobody out here saying that Michael.
What's overrated?
I don't think anybody has Vick top 10, top 15 all time. Like, so I don't see how he's overrated.
Let me get in on this because Trent, you about to piss me off. Well, you know
how disrespectful.
But me and you gonna fight behind this because you didn't grow up on Vick the way I did. I had that motherfucker shoe.
This is the nostalgia factor he's talking about.
Me too. I had his cleats for Pee Wee, for Pop Warner.
All I'm saying, I get it, bro.
This is the nostalgia thing he's talking about.
Vick was not, bro. Let me go.
Go ahead. Finish.
Go ahead, bro. To answer dude's question, you take fucking Mahomes. That's not up for debate. Like, I love Michael Vick. That man was a legitimate part of my childhood. Him, Kobe, Carmelo Anthony, Allen Iverson, Shaq. Those were the 5 dudes that really like meant something to me as a kid growing up. Lamar Jackson is what Michael Vick would have been if Michael Vick actually cared while I was watching him. That man survived strictly off of his own athleticism and pure talent. He said that himself. Like, this isn't me speculating. Homie literally came out of jail and said, yeah, nah, I was tripping. I wasn't doing nothing in Atlanta. I ain't start studying.
That boy said,
hey,
what did you expect though? That boy outside.
It's not about a ranking. It's not about a J-Rob and all. It's not about a ranking, Trey. I dead ass thing. If you think Michael Vick is better than Lamar Jackson, you're overrating him.
People, no, but when people say that, they're talking about the talent.
A lot of a lot of people dead ass think
just Mookie.
No, it's not just Mookie.
You can't use rated Carr as your benchmark. You can't do that.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of different people have said Michael Vick is better than Lamar. I have.
I think, but they're talking about like the talent that they saw and the ability that he had.
And it's overrating him. That's my
hold on, Trey.
They never actually. Wait, no one will rate him. Like when their careers are done, I doubt anyone's going to rate Michael Vick over Lamar Jackson when their careers are done. But when they're saying, hey, I saw this guy who was like a cheat code in real life that could just take off and go. And it's like you have that, you saw the talent and the ability. But I think if you're going to break down tape and compare the two, yeah, you're not doing it. So that's what I'm saying. When you rank Vick, you're not ranking him that high. You're just saying, man, he was fun to watch. Man, he was special. Man, he had these crazy tools, and that's it. You're respecting the amount of athletic ability he had, but one, he didn't take the game as seriously as he should. Two, he went to jail, like J-Rob said, at his peak, so we didn't actually get to see his best. But hey, there's guys like me who saw him go into. Am I wrong that he went into Green Bay and won that playoff game? So there is that piece of it. But at least I can talk for. I'll speak for myself.
I'm not gonna lie, J-Rob.
I know one of against Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. I know that much.
Wait, all I'm trying to say is this. For the earlier this week when we were having that argument about like generational talents, Michael Vick fits that mold. Like that's what I mean.
Generational talent.
Exactly.
Period, Pooh.
All right, don't ever do that again. That's crazy,
yo, Ben, you guys is crazy.
Oh, Trey, you don't know, man.
Trey knows.
Oh, you know.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, that thing was cute. That was wacky.
Nah, but my thing is, it's not about, because I know all time Michael Vick is like over in there, like top 15, probably like not top 20. I'm just saying, like, in my perspective, if you think, like, I get I get where you watched him and this and that, but if you dead ass think in your heart, and there's a lot of people that think Michael Vick is better than Lamar Jackson, you are overrating the fuck out of him. Like, he's not even to me, he's not better than Cam.
No, he wasn't though. He wasn't. The best version of Cam was not better than Michael Vick. I think that.
Wait, what?
Go ahead, Trey.
Wait, what?
You said the best version of Cam is not better than Michael Vick?
I said the best version of Cam was better than Vick.
Oh yeah, that's all I said. That's why I say overrate him.
All I'm saying is this: to the people who think that him when he was at his prime in Atlanta is better than Lamar Jackson, I'm not listening to you, because that already tells me you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm not listening because I can go pull it up for myself. And I can listen to the man himself after he got out of jail and said, yeah, no, I ain't study shit. I ain't looking at the damn playbook. I was outside popping bottles with Big Meaty.
But Mike Vick was really headache gang, bro. He was in that gang going crazy.
Yeah, like Mans was out here hungover off of fucking Nouveau and bottles of Cristal. And then
back in the day, they were drinking Cristal.
Go put 30 on the fucking Panthers.
Gotta pronounce it Cristal.
we're not having the same conversation. Like, he's not better than a lot of these dudes. However, that don't take away the fact that this man was literally hungover, ain't know the playbook, and didn't care. And you was still pissed down your leg if you had to tackle him in the open.
That is actually
so true. That's very true.
Mike Vick was nice. No, hold on, Trent. Let me tell you, Mike Vick is more. He's not Allen Iverson. Mike Vick is John Morant. You will pay to watch him play. Yeah, you'll pay to watch him play and he ain't winning shit. That's what Mike Vick is.
That's that's crazy because I'm not gonna put that.
He's not. No,
he's not.
I'll give you a better one. I'll give you a better one.
He's Derrick Rose.
I'll give you a better one. I'll give you a better one.
Maybe Derrick Rose.
He's Derrick Rose.
No, he's not
Derrick Rose. No,
I'll give you a better one. It's simple. He's literally Rob Gronkowski. The dude just don't pay attention to the playbook. He's just naturally good at football.
But Gronk is arguably the best at his position.
No.
What does that make sense?
That didn't make no sense.
That didn't make no sense.
I think he's trying because Gronk missing the point.
Dub, you don't want to post that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all missing the point. Y'all missing
you don't want to post that one, bro.
Y'all missing the point.
Keep that on the airwaves.
Keep that one off, bro. You get flamed for that one.
Y'all get me
I
mad
can't
right
even front with you, bro.
Y'all get me mad.
Bro, that you can't use
can I get some tomatoes in the chat?
That's not the point. Nah, bro. Y'all missing the point. Nah, y'all missing the point.
Nah, bro. That was a
That's the reason why we missed the point.
I'm muting everybody in this. Because I'm over here. I keep the conversation civil with y'all so y'all don't interrupt each other. Y'all shut the hell up. I'm muting everybody now. Shut up. All of y'all. My comparison was simple.
Are you Rufus now? Shutting everybody
up? Yeah. Shut up. It's like, nah.
This man muted the whole.
No, my whole point was a guy who wasn't studying the playbook, was just a party dude, just going out playing ball, and he was just naturally good. That's all I was saying, bro. Y'all really getting me so tight with this. Y'all can
you damn wrong, though,
can't
bro.
play the character.
You damn wrong.
Like, bro, y'all got.
Bro, you have to pick it. You have to equate him to somebody who's running the show, bro.
Tom Brady and was on the same page as much as he was, just off the strength of him being out there hungover. You crazy.
Yeah, I just want
to say, I love our chat.
Career. He is the fun-loving party animal, but he is still a Belichick player who played a lot in that system. Homie was definitely studying the playbook. He was just also work hard, play hard.
I was gonna say, if you would have said like John Jones, somebody said John Jones, that makes more sense to me because John Jones would go party, do some cocaine, get effed up.
It's not John Jones.
Knock you out a few days later.
No, it's not John Jones at all.
Again, best at his craft.
Best when he was doing though.
No. John Jones. That's why I say Ja Morant. He parties. He's on, doing all this thing on lives, and you pay to watch him.
It's not even John
James Harden, Ja Morant.
It's just like the person.
James Harden. James Harden.
There we go. Yes, he was James Harden.
There you go.
It was James Harden. Yes.
You're welcome.
Look, the most apt comparison is probably Allen Iverson.
No, it's James Harden, bro. No, it's literally James Harden. I'm not gonna hold you. It's literally.
Might have been Dennis Rodman for real.
They both from Newport.
This man James Harden came from
Vegas.
Virginia. They came from seeing strippers. This man James Harden came from seeing strippers from Vegas. He wore fat suits.
Hey, but just think about it, Doug. Just think about it. Hey, the same city, both had cornrows. They both had highlight plays. Like
BMF,
they got the nostalgia.
James Harden literally was going, having strippers bounce on his dick, and then going dropping 50.
You're off Gronk and you're off Harden now. Okay.
But Harden was my idea. That one's correct though.
I like Blake Griffin.
No.
It's a highlight reel.
Blake Griffin,
what you about to say, Ben?
Blake Griffin cared about basketball. You just saw.
I just say,
it was Jamarcus Russell with
James Harden was more out of shape. At least AI and Vick, they never was out of shape, bro.
Yeah, Vick was never out of shape.
They was just party animals, so that's why they both was just.
Oh, so now you guys are talking about the mentality. I looked at it as like a skill set.
That was my
hope, though.
I never talked about this mentality. Y'all over here throwing tomatoes and shit.
Y'all over here throwing tomatoes and shit.
Like if homie actually would have sat down one of them nights on Saturday or Friday night and said, you know what? Let me go study this Spider 2 Y banana type shit they be trying to tell me. Like, maybe if I sat down and actually read this, maybe I'd be better at football. Like,
if I sit down and open this goddamn playbook and watch some film.
It wasn't a coincidence he was good at Philly.
Andy Reid made his ass watch film.
Yeah, he actually cracked open the playbook.
he was a lesser version of himself athletically, but he was a much better quarterback in Philly. In terms,
you gotta also think how humble he was when he went to Philly,
player than he was when he was in Atlanta. And
but Trey also did a bid, bro. So he coming in like, I'll do whatever it takes at a second chance to have redemption.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he had to get his life right.
I feel like in Philly,
I gotta remember, Peter used to come to the games and be like, "Why is Vick here?" And he used to have the Peter people at the games. Don't forget that, like animal health groups did not like Vick, bro.
I lived through that in high school when my pops was with the Giants the first time. That was one of the wildest moments.
Oh yeah, that's Scarby for life. I can't watch that clip to this day.
What happened?
The Sean Jackson shit. Oh yeah, I can't watch that shit in my life.
You talk about the medal. Hey,
I can watch this. I was there. I can't watch that shit to this day.
I ain't trying to hear nothing you saying because I was a ball boy then in high school.
Yeah, I remember you was on the field.
That shit.
Yeah, hell no, bro. Fuck that shit.
I watched
the next day.
The Sean, bro,
the punt return.
They came back.
Oh yes,
we was up 31-17. And then we tell them not to kick Deshaun Jackson.
That was the greatest,
ball, bro.
That was one of the greatest holiday games. I think
facts.
The Meadowlands might have been the greatest, one of the greatest holiday games I've ever watched in my entire life.
Game over. Fam, I went to school the next day.
Yeah, y'all boys got y'all thing.
Fam, I went to school the next day, 7:30 in the morning before English class. One of these kids I went to school with is like, hey, yo, tell your pops and Matt Dodds to jump off the fucking GW, bro.
Yeah, it was wild, bro.
I literally had to.
Yo, that's OD, bro.
You know how New York fans get, bro.
Yeah.
Like y'all
was probably getting cursed out by y'all friends' parents too. Goddamn it, parents was coming up to y'all.
You can't, like, you ain't even say hi. You just pulled my shoulder. Hey, bro. Like, you thought we wanted Matt Dodge to kick it to the dude?
Yo, they was out there. Your friends was out there. Don't let Trey and Trent come over here. Y'all saw the game last week. They ain't coming over to the house this weekend.
We hit our
$10 super chat. Though,
you gotta do super chat. Shoot,
you got one more. It just
$10. One more candy.
Yo, cut out with this shit, bro. I recently watched an interview where Andre.
Crazy, bro.
How you say the last name?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen that video.
Bro, struggled with drugs.
He was.
Hey, didn't Left Eye burn? Hey, didn't Left Eye burn his house down?
High as a kite.
He had to be high.
Yes, Left Eye did burn his house down.
Left Eye burn his. He bugging.
No, Bama. I don't know if you're joking or not, but in that interview, he had glasses on. He was probably literally.
Yeah, he was. Yo,
no, I know. I just want to put his business out there, but you know, that's what I'm saying, bro. He struggled with that bad. I remember that's what stopped him from being a top receiver in the league.
I mean, because he had
party
the potential, man.
I'm just saying,
delusion of grandeur, man.
Yeah.
Yo, remember to like the video.
Right, he said I was better than
Jerry. One last thing I want to touch on. One
Did
last
you
thing I
read
want to
it,
touch
Dub?
on. I don't even.
The drugs are kicking in, kids.
My boy said, I was better than Jerry.
What do you have Andre Rison ranked all time?
He's probably like top 40, 30. I'll be safe and say top 100.
I would say top 100 right now.
I'll say Andre Rison was definitely a wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, do we believe in the DeMar Hamlin theory that's been going around?
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about that.
I hate them fake woke ass.
That shit is weird. Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna just say this. If DeMar Hamlin actually left his earth, he would have died in Ohio, and his death, the death where they do, it would have been in Ohio, because that would have been the place of where this man would have passed.
Yeah.
So I just find that like that shit is a little ridiculous, bro. Like I believe in some theories, but come on, let's go.
So they say they cloned him in the hospital.
They say they cloned him in the hospital.
No. They said that he died and they had a body double take his place, and that's why you didn't see his face at the game. He was waving and he was all covered, and maybe he didn't die. Maybe he left and went to the Bahamas with Tupac and Elvis. I don't know, but it's all a load of crap.
All that shit is so distasteful. That man has gone through enough. The last thing we need is folks speculating about. Just be happy that man did not actually die on the field.
Man, y'all boys just need to sit down and eat a bean pie talking like
that. That's the thing, though. He did die on that field. They brought him back. They brought him back. He did die on that field.
Technically, they got to resuscitate you. You are dead. Yes.
You died. Yeah, he died.
Hey man, y'all crazy as hell. Y'all think they finna go through all that for football, man? And they just let
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Stop, man. Y'all go to sleep.
No disrespect.
I mean, for the Bills, you never know what they'll do for the Bills.
offense, Lamar Hamlin.
Man, stop, man. Stop.
But they ain't gonna do that. They ain't cloning somebody, bro.
Not for no game.
Hey, my man, real quick, what's your TikTok name so I could check out the MMA video you made or whatever?
Sports Talk Debate. That's who I am.
Talk Debate. Okay.
Yeah. It's all I've been on your live before. It was when you got banned that time.
Oh yeah, I remember.
OJ be up there talking that shit, bro.
OJ talks more than
AJ. We up there. I just listen to. I don't say nothing.
I
love when I see OJ in these other debates about like religion and other stuff, dude. I'll just sit in there and listen, dude. That's just funny.
Yeah, you gotta let him get his shit off. You just gotta listen.
Hey fellas, we hit our time limit, bro. Anybody have any final words before we head out? We had a packed house tonight, man. Anybody got any final words?
Anime on Saturday.
Yeah, I got a final word.
Wrestling Sunday.
Fluent and chill tomorrow at 9.
PC anime on Saturday.
Hey, J-Rob, I get to see that nigga G Baby at the Royal Rumble. That shit about to be crazy.
See that man. Oh, hey, my birthday tomorrow, Friday, y'all.
Yeah, I still watch wrestling.
You better hit him up one.
That's what I said. That's what I said, OJ. They like watching men in tidy whities.
I mean, I used to be big on it, but now, bro.
Who's
the main guy now?
I was not allowed to make it.
He's like the new John Cena, Roman Reigns.
That shit's hilarious, bro.
Yo, chill. The real wrestling is WWE, dub. So you chill out. That's the real wrestling,
bro. Hey, y'all be easy, bro. Salute to y'all, bro. Peace.
Wait.